Hey guys, how's it going this shit? I don't even know what it is. Is it Wednesday morning? I think it's Wednesday. Hey Carla Ray, Remy, Sunny Side Up, Casey, Top Cop, Amazing Grace, Mommy of Three, Pixie Chick, Remy, Testicle, Monkey. I swear I love your name. Monkey Mar, Charlie Girl Says, Jackie, Coffee Chat, Skippy B, Serendipity, Mar, Jamie. Yeah, just I know I titled it. Maybe I was a little off on the title. Hey, Honor Rose. Uh, but first of all, hey, Life's a Gem. Um, I got a lot of people I know that's close to me. Hey, Randa Smith. Hey, Drama Archives. Just subbed up to you. Keka Locklear. Ketcha Locklear. Hey, Life's a Gem. Bernie Duran. So like I said, I've got a lot of people that's close to me that's going through a lot right now. And I just want to wish them all prayers. I wish I could fix it. I really do. I wish I could just pull my magic wand out of my ass and make everybody's life better. Wouldn't that be great to be able to do that? Hey, Patsy Klein. Cool. Therapist off. I can fix it. Well, fix it. Wave your magic wand and fix it. But no, really, there's a lot of people out there that need prayers. Hey, Monkey Mar. So, I've been laying kind of low the last couple of days. I haven't been going in many streams. If I do, I don't really talk a whole lot. Hey, Pixie. Uh, but I wanted to talk on a few things. And I'm not going to really use anybody's name because I'm not up here to bash people because that's what I'm going to talk about. Oh, I just got a thing. Hurricane Epsilon has been upgraded, wherever that is. I haven't even looked at the tropics since my son is home with me. But first of all, Lolly is feeling like shit again today, and I'm hoping it's just the blues. I know she doesn't feel good. Good afternoon, RK. I'm just hoping it's the doggy blues. I can tell this morning, just looking in her eyes. Lollipop, lollipop. See, she won't even look at me. Oh, I'm so sorry, Catch a Locklear. So sorry. Hey, Casey's in. I know. I'm getting so tired of her just not feeling good. I just want my little crazy puppy back. But I'm going to give her a bath here in a little bit and trim her up and see if that perks her up. But it's almost like she's got tears in her eyes. Like she's crying. I mean, she's not howling or she doesn't act like she's in any kind of pain. But yeah, prayers for her Ketcha because that's so horrible. So sorry for your loss. I know, Sarah. It's breaking my heart. I'm so emotional today. I don't even want to get into it. I don't want to start crying. I'm just, hey, Randa. I'm just like really emotional. So, but when I titled it, What is Wrong with You People? I've noticed a couple live streams that, and I mean, this is common around here where it's just, panels of people that are just dragging people, one individual, or maybe the individual might even be up on the panel with them. And then later on that day or that evening, you see where it says, oh, it was just for fun. I don't see where that's fun. Hey, K Love. Hey, Marianne. Long time no see. Uh, I just don't see where that's fun. Don't get me wrong. I've done my fair share of dragging, but I don't see where it's fun to have 5 or 6 people going at one individual. I don't. So I noticed, because it come up in my recommended, even though I'm not sub to this person, I noticed a community post. Hey, Galway girl. And they're promoting a channel where somebody's personal picture is posted. Thank you to the person who just texted me. So they're promoting a channel um where somebody, I didn't see Black Dahlia. Did she come in? Hello, Black Dahlia. Hey, butterfly kisses. Where somebody's personal picture has been posted. And hey, Amazing Grace. Um, and I think I don't like that. I don't like that, because truth be known is somebody sent me somebody's personal picture the other day, and I don't know why it was sent to me, but I don't want it. And the sad thing is the person that put this on their community post, the personal picture that was sent to me is like their best friend. And I can promise you, I will never use that picture. Um, it'll never ever be used. And I think what they're doing is they're either looking on people's Facebook pages or they're catching them as they accidentally. No, it wasn't you, Remy. I've seen you cam up. Uh, I don't know. When I saw this person advertising another channel that obviously just makes fun of people, and then when I went to it and there was somebody's personal picture up there and they're being made fun of, I was like, I don't know. No, Bernie, definitely not you. Hey, the Bryan clan. It really doesn't matter who it is. What's wrong is wrong. And I don't understand what's going on around here. As you can see, it's got me a little bummed out. Not only does this have me bummed out, but Lolly feeling like shit. Okay, I just went to the hair salon last week or two. Compliments of my brother, who got tired of me walking around here with COVID head. So, by the way, one of my videos got flagged. It was my tribute to 9/11. I couldn't believe it. And I just got the email today. Said it was not appropriate for kids, which I have all my videos marked not appropriate. You saw that this morning, Casey? Hey, Abby Elf, Charlie Girl says. I, I don't know. Maybe you all feel different about it. Maybe, some people think it's okay to use people's personal pictures. And I don't think anybody here in my chat believes that it's okay to use personal pictures and make fun of them. Exactly, Casey. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Just because you don't like what the person said on their panel. Well, Trisha, all I can tell you is I don't personally enjoy making fun of people's looks. And like I said, I received a picture of somebody that you're very close to, and I personally would never put it out there nor make fun of their looks. So it is a personal picture. That picture belongs to someone. And it was only used to make fun of this person. That's all it was used for. Okay, so it's from YouTube. It's still their personal picture. And it was only used to make fun of this person. Why do you want to argue this, Trisha? If you think it's okay to do that, then do it. It is a personal picture, whether you believe it's from her YouTube or not. It is still a personal picture. My picture belongs to me. That's my personal picture. No breaking silence. I didn't know. No. See, you're totally missing what I'm saying. You're totally not getting it. Okay, Trisha, I understand you. But did she put it out to be put on a video to be made fun of? Is that the reason she put it out? Did she say, hey guys, here's my picture. Now please go make fun of it? It's definitely not okay what was said to breaking the silence. I personally said something to hurt breaking the silence's feelings the other day, and I have felt horrible about it. And I've apologized, and I hope she accepts that. I know you didn't make the video, Trisha, but you're promoting it. What makes the difference whether you made the video or if it's on YouTube, it's not a personal picture? I disagree. I mean, I'm sorry, Steph, but I disagree. I'm sorry, but hey, Helen. Yeah, kindergarten rules. Exactly. Yeah, you should have asked first, which it wasn't Trisha. Trisha did not do it. Neither did Breaking the Silence. But a channel that's being promoted did do it. First of all, I didn't hear what she said about BTS, but I did see some of the comments, and the comments were gross. Well, okay, you've heard some people say that, but you've never heard me say that, Michelle. People with no integrity will never get your point. I don't know why it's so hard, CC Ryder, to understand what I'm trying to say. Okay, that's your personal opinion, Allie's nurse. Hi, Kelly the advocate. I don't even see Kelly the advocate. There she is. She needs to leave you alone. I totally agree. I totally agree. If she's saying things, okay, we'll go back to this. Okay. When I say personal picture, I also mean people's personal experiences. I don't think it's fair to make fun of anybody's personal experience, even if they've talked about it on YouTube. So if I don't think it's fair to make fun of people's personal experiences, why is it okay to make fun of people's pictures? Is there a difference? Hey, Abiel. No, British Chippy. Lots of people have been discussing on here, but only some can be talked about. No. Point me in the direction. I'll talk about them too. See, here we go. I can't come on my panel and offer my opinion. I never said you were, Trisha. I never said you were. Tit for tat, but the tat doesn't need to be going for looks or even lower. I agree. Just like it doesn't need to go for people's personal experiences. Oh, okay. Thank you, British. I guess I'm a little super sensitive right now. I think some people want to say and do whatever, but if someone comes back at them lower, it's all hell breaks loose. Yeah, I don't even know anything about that situation. I read the comments. I thought they were disgusting. You know, they should be taken down. Um, it's not anybody's business to talk about somebody else's personal experience. But in my opinion, it's no better than putting up a picture of somebody. And let me tell you, BTS did not put this picture up. Trisha did not put this picture up. So let me make that clear. Thank you, Michelle. But to me, it's actually no different than making fun of somebody's situation as it is making fun of somebody's picture. I just don't get it. Like I said, I received a picture the other day, and I would never, ever, ever use that picture. I just wouldn't do it. Even if people went that low. I mean, Brian put my picture on the head of a fly hovering over a pile of shit. True story. Brian put my picture on a fly that he caught when my camera accidentally clicked on. And he put it on a fly hovering over. I have to giggle now because it's been so long ago. But it hurt my feelings. It hurt my feelings. I don't, yeah, but I don't really want to call out names, True Blue, because I don't want to sit here and bash anybody. Because I don't know what she said about BTS. I just read the comments. I didn't listen to the live. There's just certain people that, I don't sit through their lives.
Hey.
Hey.
So I'm coming to you for some advice then. Okay. What do you think I should do? Trace, I haven't talked about her. We haven't bothered her. We don't troll her. I mean, nothing. And she's just coming out of the blue with this. So what's your advice to me?
Well, if I'm
honest,
getting it right,
I'm honestly asking you.
I know. But if I'm getting this right, she's coming at it has something to do with the Corey situation. Am I right? I'm just going by what was in the comments.
Part of it, yes.
Okay. I personally don't agree with making fun of Corey. I don't agree with Corey making fun of anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess I just find it wrong, Trisha, to use people's personal pictures
you keep
their
saying
personal experiences.
Okay, you keep saying a personal picture though. Tracy, that's from a live that she did, a cooking live. It's not someone, someone screenshotted that from the video. That's where that come from.
Okay, so let me ask you a question.
So it's not personal.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Mm-hmm. If somebody talks about their personal experiences on here,
mm-hmm.
and somebody else goes back and talks about them, about mm-hmm. their personal experience, mm-hmm. is that the same?
No, but you know how it goes on here too. Like if you're gonna put your personal stuff out there, when someone gets mad at you, what are they gonna do? What is there gonna be their go-to? They're gonna go for that. They're gonna go for your personal experience to try to hurt your feelings, to try to discredit you. I mean, all kinds of stuff, right or wrong. We all do it, unfortunately.
I guess I just look at things different, Trisha.
No, I get what you're saying too. I do, but this is the point. My point, rather, is we've left her alone. We don't bother her. We don't watch her. Like, we don't care. And here she is saying that BTS really isn't a domestic violence survivor. Like, what?
No, that's definitely not right. Heidi, if you're listening, you don't get to say that.
Why isn't anyone calling that out besides us? Like, Mandy,
because I didn't know that. I didn't know that that's what she said to BTS.
Oh, well, go check out her community posts where they're arguing back and forth, and you'll see a lot of other bad shit she said to BTS too. I just don't see where it's any of Heidi's business. We don't fuck with Heidi. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe she's just so jealous that we're not friends with her anymore. I don't know, but we leave her alone. We do. We don't even talk about Heidi.
I haven't heard you talk about Heidi.
Mm-mm.
I haven't heard BTS talk about Heidi. I
Mm-mm.
haven't heard Heidi's name mentioned in a very long time.
And look, since that stuff happened with Corey, you don't hear me running around talking about Corey no more either, Tracy. I'm done. I'm done with it. Like, you know, I said my little piece about it or whatever, and we threw the name calling back at her when she would call us names, and now it's done. Like, you won't see me
BTS,
continuously.
it has happened to me. Trust me.
BTS, why don't you come up? Can you come up?
It has happened to me. BTS, trust me.
It has. People thrown up that you really didn't have, when you told everyone on here that what your cancer did to you. That's been used against you. Like, my accident's been used against me. My drug problem was used against me. Like, unfortunately, it happens.
Okay. Can I ask you a question, Trisha?
Of course.
Okay. Other creators have said basically the same thing that Heidi said about BTS. And I know that BTS is a very good friend of yours. I love BTS.
I know you do. I believe that.
I didn't hear anybody going live and calling this creator out for what they said about this person because the majority of the people on here doesn't like that person.
I don't understand.
And the majority of the people. Can you be
more specific?
The majority on the people here adore BTS.
So it's something that a creator said about BTS.
Going to the store with her mom.
Oh shit, that's right. I forgot. So another creator. Are you talking about another creator that said something about BTS and more people?
Okay, I'll give you an example.
Okay.
Laura said about, and I don't want to turn this into a Laura thing. I didn't even want to mention her damn name, but she happens to be the one that said it, so I don't know what else to do.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, sometimes we just need to put it out there,
Laura said that maybe Tiffany Marie's abuser should be looked up and interviewed, and she totally understands why Tiffany was abused. And I didn't hear not one person call that out. But it's because people don't like Tiffany.
Right.
And everybody likes BTS.
Right. And that's wrong. But I just don't care enough about Tiffany, Tracy, to call it out. She's done some really shitty things to me. It's like lying on me, number one, and causing me all that freaking ruckus and turmoil over supposedly doxing fucking Truth Seeker knows. Like, that was a huge lie. And then she comes back in a chat and says that she admits that she lied about it and that I never did that to Truth Seeker. Where's the outrage for all that? When she had everyone believing that I did do it for months and months and months. And then she comes back and says, oh yeah, you didn't do that. Really? That's why no one freaking sticks up for Tiffany. And look, I don't agree with what Laura said about it, but I don't like Tiffany either. So therefore, I'm not going to call it out. If Laura does something that I don't like, I will tell her about it. I have plenty of times. I have.
Like I said, no, this isn't all over Corey, BTS. I swear to you. This is not about BTS. I mean, about Corey, sorry. It's about, okay, Trish, I'm going to give you another example. Okay. The other day, you had a panel where y'all was going at that Laura Lee chick, right? Mm-hmm. And before it was over, y'all was basically saying it was just for fun.
It became, okay, it didn't start, I'm not going to lie to you. It didn't start out as just being fun. I really was going to drag her fucking ass. Because I was pissed off too the night before that. I don't know if you know the whole story. She was on FODs. And she was, kind of lightweight calling me out, and I couldn't go up. So I stewed on it. And I scheduled a live that night, and I went live about it the next day. Look, when she got up there, I couldn't drag her. I just couldn't. I didn't feel any type of competition. Like I didn't feel, it just didn't feel right. So, you know, I like Laura Lee. I don't have a problem with her. I think she had a lot of fucking balls to even get up there, you know? I give her
Hey, thank
credit
you,
for
Nick.
that. I give her credit for that. And ever since then, well, we've been fine.
Okay, I mean,
But you
that's
got to
cool.
admit, the way she was trolling us is what we said was funny. Not necessarily all the things that were said, but the way she was trolling and talking was freaking hilarious. To me, anyway, I don't know. Maybe my sense of humor is different. I don't know. I think the girl's funny. BTS hates it because I like her now. I didn't have a problem with her before. Like she's never done anything to me personal. I just didn't like her really calling my name out on that freaking panel that night for no reason. So I tried to drag her. I failed. The first time for
It
everything,
is
right?
funny. It's okay, says Mean Girl Echo Chamber. I'm
Who?
pretty sure I know who that is.
Oh, I wasn't watching the chat. I was talking to you.
Well, like I said, I personally don't agree with making fun of people's personal tragedies.
But Heidi can do it.
No, Heidi
Because that's
can't do it.
basically, well, that's basically what she's doing to BTS. She's downplaying it. She's making fun of it. She's posting about it. She's doing her little lives about it with her 27 viewers. Like, that's what she's doing to BTS. And you claim you love BTS, so why is that okay?
Hey, save Robbie. Okay,
What you
first
should
of
have went
all,
live about and called out is what Heidi did to BTS. That's what you should have went live and called out. Not the
okay,
backlash that
well, I
Heidi's
got to be
getting
honest
from
with
what
you. I
she
don't
did.
really feel comfortable talking about BTS's situation since I
Right.
hurt her feelings the other day.
Right. I understand that. It makes sense. It makes perfect sense. I get it. I get that.
So I pretty much said, I don't want to ever hurt her feelings like that again.
Mm-hmm.
So I pretty
Okay.
much said I will never discuss
Do
that
you
situation again.
do you have a way to contact her behind the scenes though? Because look, I'm sure if you would have went to BTS in private and been like, "Hey, I heard what Heidi did to you. I'm not happy about it. Do you care if I go live about it?" Guess what? She wouldn't have cared. You wouldn't have been hurting her feelings then if you would have gave her a heads up. We're just saying,
No,
where's
I
the
don't. I
outrage?
don't know how to get a hold
Well,
of
you guys both
BTS.
have Discord. Like, you guys could probably get each other's, numbers and Discord maybe for the future. But I'm sure she wouldn't have had a problem at all if you would have asked her behind the scenes if, hey, do you mind if I address this? Simple. It's a simple yes or no. I mean,
Ash says, "Are you even friends with Heidi? Why can't she defend herself?" Ash,
mm-hmm.
you defend everybody? You defend everybody that you care about. Not that
But
I care about Heidi. I'm not saying that. I
right,
don't.
and that's what
Me and
makes it.
Heidi did not get along back in the
Mm-hmm.
day when she
Heidi couldn't
supported
stand
Laura.
you. Mm-hmm. She didn't even like you when she was friends with Marcia and all them. Remember that? She called you out every freaking chance she got.
I don't
So
know,
I
Mar.
guess it's just weird to us. Like, we're trying to be cool with you and like not have a problem with you, and then you go live to freaking defend Heidi. That throws us all off. Like, damn,
I'm
Tracy,
not.
like really?
Trisha, I never defended Heidi. I didn't even mention a name.
But we all know what you're talking about. Just because you don't mention a name don't mean nothing. That's why I just go ahead and say who I'm talking about so everyone's not wondering. And plus some people will think like, oh, she's talking about me or she's talking about me, and then you're really not. And then it's just, but it looks like you are. So it's
Okay,
better
well, if they think
just
I'm talking about them, then they've obviously done something that I'm discussing.
right,
And it doesn't
right.
change the fact that I
Then
feel
they
the same way about the person who would think I was talking about them. Hey, Shannon Uncensored.
well,
I'm
I don't
not
know,
defending Heidi. Trust me. I felt so bad that I hurt BTS's feelings that
I
I
know
would
you did.
never, ever, ever
And I know
speak
that for a
on that
fact.
again.
Right. And I believe that. I know that to be true. I'm not trying to take that from you. I'm not. I guess it just throws us all off when you go live and like I said, we feel like, and you can't take that from us, we feel like you're defending Heidi.
Okay, let me make this very clear. I am not defending Heidi. Okay.
Okay.
I'm not defending anything Heidi may have said about, um, okay, Kelly, take it easy.
And
Anything
look,
that Heidi said about BTS or any, especially BTS's story. And I'm just
yeah.
going to leave it at that story.
And look, she's just picking on BTS because no one's been fucking bothering her. No one put you like she's back with being friends with Carla after she rogue modded the channel too. Let's just put that out there because she did. She never admitted it, but she did too. But you know, now they're all chummy chummy. That's fine. We don't care who's friends with Carla, who's friends with Eagle, like who's friends with that whole little group. We don't care. We don't bother none of them. So this is just out of the blue for Heidi to even be trying to come for BTS. And it's all because I feel like it's all because she freaking hates me. BTS has done nothing to her. Nothing.
Then why don't she come
Nothing.
for you?
Good question. She has came for me a few times and I've shut her fucking ass down every time. So maybe she feels like she's just, she wants to say, first she said Marsha doxed her and Mandy Lynn called her husband at work and they were the ones doxing her. And then the minute she gets mad at me, it's me. And I shut her fucking ass down because she has no fucking proof. Because I didn't dox her, Tracy. I didn't dox her family. I didn't call her freaking husband's job. Don't even know where the man works. Don't give a fuck where he works. It's the stupidest fucking shit that I've ever heard on here. Before, when I was friends with her, it was everyone else doing it to her. And now that she's pissed at me, it's just convenient to fucking blame it on me. And I never did that shit to her. Never would do that shit to anybody.
Well,
If
I
I had
think
been caught before, okay, let me put this out there to you. This might help. If I had been caught before and there was a pattern of me calling people's husbands and jobs and, being caught doxing people's fucking kids in the chat, okay, that's a lot more believable, right? If I had done it before, never done that shit before, never would do that shit to anybody. It's fucking
Mario, I'll
YouTube.
never forget that.
It's YouTube. At the end of the fucking day, it's YouTube.
I agree. Okay, but I don't understand why I'm not, and BTS said we weren't going to bring attention to it, and here we are.
Yep.
BTS, you didn't bring attention to it.
Because we didn't want to give her any fuel. We don't, and we're still not going to. I'm off today, okay? I could have fired up a live bright and early this morning or even right now and drug fucking Heidi's ass again. I don't fucking care enough about Heidi to do that. I just don't. She's that fucking irrelevant to me. Nothing that she really says bothers me. The shit that she said to BTS, yeah, that fucking pissed me off. Any other fucking thing she says about me or anyone else, it doesn't fucking bother me. Now, if she started dragging your ass again, I'd stick up for you. I'd definitely have your fucking back before I had
Well,
fucking
you don't have
Heidi's.
to do that because I can
No, I'm
handle
not
myself.
saying that I have to, but I would if she would be to try to call you out on some shit that I knew wasn't true. I would fucking have your back. So would BTS.
Mandy Lynn says, Mandolin says, breaking the silence. I will always speak up though because I love you. Sorry. Well, she says it in a funny way. Um, sorry or whatever. Um, and that's all good, Mandolin, that you would speak up for BTS because I too would speak up for BTS. Just like I would speak up for you if someone was going after your story.
And look,
If
to the person that just texted me that said, "Why are you being such a kiss ass?" There's a fucking difference in having a conversation with someone and kissing their ass. No one's fucking kissing ass, so stop it.
I can
Uh,
only imagine who that might have been, but it doesn't matter.
mm-hmm. It
I
doesn't
was
matter.
saying
I
that's
can come
because
up and
she
have a
said
fucking
she
civil
didn't want attention
conversation
to
with
it.
you. I can come up and have a civil conversation with you. It ain't nobody's fucking business.
I totally agree. I totally agree.
Right. We
And
have
anybody
no
else can take a link and come up and have a conversation.
right. I've had no problems, talking to you before. So
If you're
Fuck
in our
that.
clique, we'll defend you to the end.
Who said that?
I don't know. Mean girl echo chamber.
Oh Jesus! See, and that's just stupid because I don't even know who that account is. So what clique are they really in?
I don't
It's
know.
not about cliques around here. Do we all have a few little people that we're closer to than others? Absolutely. That's not a clique. That's just having a
Breaking
good
the
friend
silence says, I know
versus
who that is, and this is for you, middle finger. But
I don't
because
know who that
BTS is in the
is.
car, so
Yeah. Well, I've never seen that account. I don't know who it is.
the one that never listens to the truth. Oh well. Like I said, my personal feelings is don't make fun of people's looks and don't make fun of their personal situations. That
Well,
goes
look.
across the board. That doesn't exclude Heidi. That doesn't exclude anybody. Do you know how many pictures I have seen come through my chat
Mm-hmm.
that I would never, and I don't mean my chat, I mean back in the day, my chat.
Mm-hmm.
And I would never, ever, ever post one of those pictures.
I shared a video. I didn't
I
post a
know.
picture. And I went back, I went and deleted it just for you.
Oh my God. Jasmine, may I ask how long Lolly and Fed Up is she still eating, drinking?
Oh, Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
she's still eating and drinking. She's just having a bummer day. I don't know what else to say. Breaking the silence says, I meant who texted you. She probably doesn't want to say out loud BTS.
It doesn't matter.
She says it doesn't matter. I guess I don't know why I keep repeating this. It's not like they can't hear you. Like I said, I am totally against some of the shit that's going on around here.
And
And
look,
that
and
is
I think
making
you have every right to get up on your platform and call it out. Just get it right. Like, know your shit. Like, know what Heidi did to BTS before you wonder why I share a video about Heidi. I was pissed because of what she did to my friend. I didn't go into her personal Facebook and take pictures and just go post them on my community post. And that's the way that you made it sound by saying personal picture. That is a still shot from her video.
I think I made it clear you didn't do it.
Yeah, after the fact. I mean, after the fact. But that's
How
not
could it be
my.
after the fact? I haven't even been live for 38 minutes. I made it clear that you did not do this. BTS did not do this, but
Heidi did
you were
this.
promoting a channel
Mm-hmm.
that does it.
I thought the video was funny. I promoted the video. I can't help it that video has a YouTube picture of her in it. I thought the video was funny, so I wanted to promote the channel.
I think the channel is
Because
hurtful. That's just my
because
opinion.
well, I think what she did to my friend was hurtful.
Oh,
And
I
I was
know.
pissed off.
And if I totally agree with you, if
Mm-hmm.
she's
So that's
speaking
why
on
I did it.
breaking the silence of story, then
She
she has
is.
no right to do that
She's
because
telling
people's
breaking the
stories should be
silence.
left alone.
She's not only speaking on it, okay? She's telling or she's saying that it never happened, Tracy. That there's no way that breaking the silence is a domestic violence survivor. That's what she's saying. So she's basically calling her a liar and everything else.
Mandolin, it doesn't surprise me that you like the channel. Trust me, it doesn't surprise me. I am not at all surprised by that.
I love the channel and I wanted to see him get some more subs. That's why I promoted it. I've since went and deleted that community post just to be the better person. I was pissed off last night when she was basically calling my fucking friend a liar.
Well, she had no right to call her a liar.
Mm-hmm. It's just gross. And she's only doing it. She's only doing it. So we'll go for her, and then she can spark up a live, and then we can spark up a live, and there's this whole tit for tat thing. It's not happening, Heidi. You can try and try and try and try, and we are not
Okay, can
giving
I
you
ask you a question,
air if you're
Trisha?
in a fucking jug, Heidi. Yeah.
Okay, the live that you did talking about the getting the chin sucked out and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
So this channel takes other people's content to mock them. I don't know, Diane. I don't know if they take other people's contents. I think they just make videos to mock them.
That is content. She's right. That is content from Heidi's channel. If Heidi wanted to go strike it, all she's got to do is go to that cooking video, get the timestamp, go report it for harassment and bullying, wait for the email, and long form it. Simple as
No
that.
fucks given. Truth. You said someone sent you a pic that you would never use, so then why send it to you? I have no idea. No idea.
People do that.
So,
but the point being is that is a still shot from Heidi's cooking live. It's not a Facebook or Instagram or picture that she just sent one of us a long time ago. That's not the case. Serendipity. Heidi's always been an asshole. Sure has.
I don't even see Sarah.
She's right there under Amber K. In between
I
Amber
have
K
no
and
control on what somebody sends me. I only have control on what I've done with it. Me, I'm definitely not a fan either. But I just don't see where I guess I'm not getting the fact that you hurt me, I'm gonna hurt you. Or and still
Well,
did you answer me, TNT, as far as was your live about sucking out a chin and all of that, was that done before or after what was said about BTS?
Before.
Okay. Now,
Before.
does that make it right? Absolutely not. But you all did kind of go live about her, right?
No, it just came up. It was just one of those real quick. It came up and I said that comment and then we went in a different direction with the live. It wasn't, it was that, I don't even know how it came up, but that happens when you're live sometimes. So it came up, I said what I said, and then we started talking about something completely different. We didn't even touch on Heidi. Her name was never said. Well, I might have said her name. I don't know. But the whole point being is she's pissed off because BTS was on that panel. And now she's trying to turn that around as if, well, you're not really a survivor then. Bitch, shut the fuck up, Heidi.
Mandolin, I don't care what they said. What she did was horrible.
Yep.
Okay. Let's go back to the other day when we talked about you go low, I'll go lower.
It's not, look, I don't think anyone plans to go lower or to go low. But look, when feelings get hurt and shit gets said that hurts people, it's just natural to want to hurt someone back. That's just a normal feeling.
Right. So, and I'm not defending Heidi. I'm just defending everybody that's ever been put in this situation. So, you all talked about her triple chin and
not you all. It was just me.
Okay, so you and then you had a panel full of people, but just you talked about her double chin and
yeah, I said that if I had that I would have to go get that shit sucked out, and then we left it at that and we moved on. I said it.
So I didn't hear that breaking the silence. She followed you, Tracy, and she called me out after you did. Well, I don't feel like I called you out. I feel like I hurt your feelings because I used your name to try to bring an example of, once again, how people's stories shouldn't be attacked. But I think that's what happened. You all talked about her double chin and how it should be, not you all, me, Trisha, talked about her double chin and how it should be sucked out. And what did she do? She attacked breaking the silence.
Right. Right. And that makes me feel like a piece of shit. But listen, I would go it's that what I said is true. If I had that ball sack hanging off my chin, Tracy, I would go get the doctor to suck it the fuck out. It's true. I would. I don't care how much. And I even said that on the panel. I don't care how much it cost me. That shit could not hang off my chin like that. It just couldn't. Should I have said it? Probably not. Was I pissed off because Heidi had been dropping little shit about us before that too? Yeah. She did that panel on domestic violence. That's what got all of this started back up again. So actually, she did come at us first with that domestic violence live, where she's basically saying that BTS has never been a victim and she's lying
So
about
Heidi
her
went
story.
first.
Heidi did go first. I just remembered that live that she did. And then she followed the live up with her community post after I said the shit about her chin. That's how it went. So Heidi went first. We've left her alone.
Because
We have.
Heidi's was 3 days ago.
Mine was 2. And then her community post was 20 some hours ago. You don't see, I mean, today's the first day I put up a community post about Heidi because she hurt my friend's feelings. So that's why I did it. And I was mad because she hurt my friend. So I promoted that channel. It is what it is.
Well, okay, and I've said it once and I'll say it again. Nobody should be going after somebody's story, their situation. Hold on a minute. As in, but nobody, enjoy laundry, Mandolin. Nobody should be going after anybody's looks as well. I mean, hold on, damn it.
That's what happens. When she went low and told BTS that she was basically lying about her situation, of course we're going to go for anything we can. That's how it goes. Chin lives matter. Bernie. No, Heather Nicole. She did a live, and then the chin was talked about, and then she followed it up with the community post. That's how it went.
Sorry, didn't mean to leave you up here by yourself, but Lolly's not
Fine.
feeling good.
I was just reading the chat.
When she started barking, it means she needs to go out.
Yeah, I was just reading the chat. So the community post is down. We'll see now if Heidi continues to go for BTS. BTS said she's done arguing with her. We all unsubbed. I've been unsubbed to Heidi. Everyone else pretty much unsubbed her, and we're not going to watch her. So there shouldn't be any more problems, right? Unless she starts her shit up again, which I'm sure she will, because she's listening.
BTS, I didn't say that.
What? Why should I care? The truth, I'm sorry.
Oh, why should I care? I thought, never mind.
Mm-hmm.
I thought she was saying that I insinuated that she shouldn't care. Of course she should care.
Look at Shannon. No one should question if you're getting punched and kicked around by a spouse unless it's a police officer, judge, or someone who can help you. And there she is. She's not only questioning it, she's telling her that it never happened.
Now you can't see a community post on your iPad. I totally agree with all of this. But because it's somebody that the majority doesn't care for, nothing gets said. And I'm not talking about the fat and the chin and all that shit. I'm talking about, well, I'm just going to say it, domestic violence.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's said about people that other people don't care for, it's like, eh. But then when it's said about somebody that's adored by the community, as BTS is,
then we're going to be outraged. A lot more people are going to be outraged because we do care about BTS. We do love BTS. So when BTS gets hurt, it affects everybody that's close to her or that likes her. That's just how it goes. That's how it goes in real life too. If someone messes with a friend of mine in real life, I'm going to snap back on them too.
I guess I'm just not getting Trisha, the you go low, I go lower thing. I'm not getting it. And I'm not just talking about this circumstance. I'm talking across the board.
It's just what happens. I've come to the conclusion that it's just a normal response. Like, okay, for instance, when Mama Bear, is it Beth? Mama Beth said that disgusting ass shit that she said. She got went low on.
Breaking the
And
silence. Actually, I wasn't talking about Corey. I was talking about Tiffany Marie. So we can
that's
leave
just
Corey
what
out of this.
happens. That's just what happens. If someone came to you and said that you were lying about your cancer and this, and that, your response might be, shut up, you fat bitch. Is that really going for her looks?
No, but if
Okay,
I
it's
went
just
on and
kind
on
of
and
a.
on about having my chin sucked,
How have I went on and on and on? I said something about it in a chat a couple times in Mandy Lynn's chat when she went live about Heidi, and then I said it on my own panel. I'm not jumping up on everyone's panel to talk about how Heidi needs to get Peaches' foot out of her chin. Like she looks like she swallowed the damn pig and the hoof got stuck. Tracy, that's what it looks like.
okay, okay. Now what you
But
just
I'm not
said is
jumping.
that's just going to open the door for somebody else
Because
to
this
come
is
and
making me mad, bringing up the what she said about BTS again. So here I am. You're right. Here I am going lower again because I'm getting mad again. So I'm thinking of other mean shit to say to her because she's hurt my friend.
okay,
And
BTS,
then
I'll go
therefore
watch
that
it.
hurts me. So
Of
I just
course it
need to
hurts
get
you.
down
That's
off
your
the panel
friend.
then.
But
Yeah.
I'm assuming Heidi has friends. Yes, I sure
No.
did. I sure
No,
did,
she
Steph.
doesn't. She's ran off everybody's truth, and that's her problem. She wishes she was in, like she told BTS, I don't have time to sit on a live all day and in Discords all day. Sure, you do, Heidi. No one wants you on their panels, number one, and no one wants you in their Discord because you're a freaking mole. There's that. Like, I could go all the way back to freaking 3 or 4 months ago when me and Heidi was going at it and do the remember when Heidi did this, remember when Heidi did that, remember. I'm not doing that. I said one thing new about the chin. That was it. And I'll drop it. I won't say nothing about her freaking swallowing her fucking pig again.
Well, I
Okay.
mean, I'm just saying that when you do that, that opens the door for somebody
What
else to
a,
attack. And the thing is, she
I
didn't
get
attack
that.
you. She attacked your friend
I get that.
who
But
has never, who has obviously never said anything about her.
yep. Just look how, just like she went on with the baby toes thing. When we, the baby toes, the freaking baby toes. She's the one that won't stop. Like she stopped. What was that? A month and a half, 2 months ago? She finally stopped. So I stopped. I thought everything was fine. And now here she goes, starting her shit back up again with that domestic violence live, calling BTS out. Of course, I'm going to say something. That's my friend. If that makes me a shitty, horrible, wrong person, then so be it. I'll be that shitty, horrible, wrong person for standing up for my friend.
No, I don't blame you for standing up for your friend.
Okay. Well, I'm good. I'm
Not at
glad to hear
all.
that. I'm glad to
Because
hear
if
that.
somebody said something like that about one of my friends
Yep.
that I knew had been through
Mm-hmm.
a
Okay, let
situation,
me give you an example real quick. Okay, and Sarah, I'm going to use you, not in a bad way, just as an example. Say that she went live and did a recovery live, right? And called out Serendipity and said that Serendipity was a liar and Sarah wasn't in recovery and Sarah was never an addict. What the hell would you do? Would that not like just boil you to the point of maybe
yes,
you
it
might
would.
put okay,
Yes, it would.
that's all I'm saying.
I guess me and you just have a different way of how we would approach it.
And look, and I love Sarah. If she would be to do that about Sarah, I'd make a freaking community post about her for doing that to Sarah. It wouldn't matter to me. Just because it's BTS isn't the only reason that I did it.
I mean, I totally no, you're not blocked stuff.
So I guess just, maybe you and BTS need to exchange Discord numbers and have a way to communicate behind the scenes. So when stuff bothers you, which you have every right to go live about stuff that bothers you, I'm not going to take that from you or anyone else for that matter. But so you could like at least hit her up and be like, hey, I wanted to go live and address this DV stuff or this stuff or whatever stuff. Then you have a
Okay,
way to
so
communicate
let me
with
put
her.
it this way. Anybody out there that wants to make fun of domestic violence, please don't. Please don't.
Don't downplay it to somebody. Don't tell them they're lying about it. I mean, does she not realize what it took for BTS to tell that? Does she not fucking realize how hard that was for that girl?
Which is what Mega Beast was saying about me.
What?
I don't know. That's what Randy said when she talked about my kids. But I go low
Mm-hmm.
and boom.
I don't think anything that Randy said to Mega Beast was wrong. Nothing. I would have done the same thing. Once you go for kids, it's gloves off. It's game on. Period. Corey went for my freaking kids for she did it 9 months ago. She did it a month ago. She's done it a couple weeks ago. That's her go-to with me because she knows, because when I ignore, she finally goes after my kids. She knows I'm going to
Nobody should
react.
go after your children.
Well, she does though, because she knows that will get a reaction from me. She can't stand it when I ghost her and ignore her. When she's, go for me all you fucking want. And I've told her that. Leave my kids out of it. But the minute I drop some song lyrics in a freaking chat going back at Corey, oh, I'm
Now that person
horrible.
must have me blocked. I'm sorry,
I'm,
Trisha. Somebody came in here and said they took Ash's channel down. Whoever it was must have me blocked because I don't see them.
Oh, I'm not paying attention to chat. I'm just saying, when you go for kids, it's gloves off and it's freaking game on. Because go for me all you want. Leave my fucking kids out your mouth. Period.
Ash, you can't say no one is doing it to Corey. You can't say that. I mean, in my opinion, Corey's one of those people that just don't fuck with her. She'll move on to somebody else eventually.
But she won't. She
Yes,
move
she
on
will.
for a second, and then she comes right back. Then it's like she has a list, okay? It's like Corey has a list. So one day it's going to be Randy, and then it's me, and then it's Diane, and then it's
Breaking
Ashley
the
some
silence.
more.
I just want to say, I'm sorry, Trisha. Because she's getting ready to go grocery shopping. I just want to say, I'm sorry for what was said about you. Okay? Because you didn't deserve that.
And please, y'all need to exchange Discord numbers for real, and have a way to communicate behind the scenes. That's all I'm saying too. But it's back to my thing. It's like Corey has a list. So she'll go down that list, and that week for say on YouTube, she'll hit everyone on that list with their stupid little videos, right? And then when no one reacts, she starts all over. So then by the time the month rolls around, she's fucking hit 15 people. So when 2 or 3 of us clap back on Corey, that's a problem. I don't understand. She just
I
made a
don't know.
video
I guess
like
it's
20
just
minutes ago. Ash said, look what she said to Randy yesterday. She's going to shit on her grave. I mean, where's the outrage for that? Where's the lives fired up at for that? Because no one fired up alive about that. I mean,
okay.
Diane might have touched on it last night. I don't know, because I fell asleep. So I don't know if it was touched on in there. It probably was. But nobody else singly fired up alive just to talk about what Corey did to Randy. Because guess what? If I would have done it, oh, I'd have been a monster. Oh, I'd have been a monster of YouTube for going at Corey again. So how is that right?
None of it's right, Trisha. None of it.
She also said she hoped that she died and she's going to shit on her grave. But we're supposed to be nice to Corey and leave her alone, right?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that there's certain things we don't attack over. And Heidi attacked it. Corey attacks it, but Corey also gets attacked about it.
Corey gets attacked for the shitty fucking low down shit she says. Kids should get cancer. Come on, Tracy. I know you don't agree with that one.
No, she has said that shit about me. Mm-hmm. But the one place I never went was her story.
Yep.
I think even Diane and them agreed that's not where you go. You don't go to her story, just like you don't go to Randy's story. You don't go to addiction
I agree.
That's all I'm saying.
But I also agree, like Randy just said, let's be real. If Laura had said the shit that Corey said, it would have been news. But for some reason, it's just not. And it's bullshit. It's bullshit.
Well,
Because
Diane
Corey
talked
gets
about it
away
last
with
night in her
murder.
stream. Diane did talk about it last night in her stream, but they're so tired of going after Corey.
I don't
You
blame
know what
them.
I'm saying? Like, this is so exhausting because you never
I'm gonna go let my
win.
dog in.
And it's not even about winning. It's you never get a hand up because she will come at you no matter what. And the thing is there's a whole lot of us that she can go after. There's only one Corey that we can go after. So, I mean, we could literally sit and just spill her shit all over the internet and go low, low, low and see if that hurts her. But the thing is she's got how many of us? Like, let's just say 5,000 of us in the drama community that she can still
How long
shit.
has Corey been doing this?
Go ahead.
How long has Corey been doing this?
Years.
Thank you. So that
That's
just proves right there too that she doesn't stop. She doesn't know when to stop. And then she gets up on a live and cries, and we're all supposed to just melt and feel sorry for her. No, I don't. I don't feel sorry for her.
Hell to the no.
Not right. You're right.
But no, and you know what? She would have been gone a long time ago had a lot of us that are not creators, but just, you know, like supporters, not been trying to back people that we do support for, like, you know, the back and forth type of thing. I know that you understand that part.
Yep.
And so it's like, oh, well, you know, she gets brought up on panel and they kind of work it out. So then we're okay with her again. And then bam, Corey's a bitch again. And so it's like, okay, now we're all after hating her again.
Yep.
Now the difference is that she's done so much stuff that we all do hate her for a reason. That I think it's time that we all back off. And if those certain individual creators want to go befriend her behind the scenes, let them. But like the way I see it is if
Amanda Lynn, nobody is supporting what she does. I think Brooke just made a perfect point. No. And no, I don't agree with her telling Randy that she should die and she would shit on her grave. That's freaking horrible.
That was disgusting.
But so is stick a needle in your arm and die.
No one fired up alive about it. Where's the outrage?
Where's the outrage? Where's stick a needle in your arm and die?
Well, I agree. Where is it? I agree.
I was the only one that went live. I was the only one that went live about that. I didn't see none of you guys go live about that.
That's just, that hits too close to home for me. I found my aunt and my cousin overdosed with the needle sticking out of their arm. So I ran as far away from that shit as possible because that's a trigger for me. And if I would have went live about it, it would have been all fucking bad. There's just some things that happen on here that I have to tune out from because it is very triggering.
Ash, no, Diane did not have a live about that. Diane mentioned that. That's a whole different. Sorry, Brooke, what happened to you? But there's a whole difference in having a live about something and mentioning something.
Well, Beth said that to Randy too. So, yeah, and Truth Seeker did provoke that, and no one, I can't say no one. A few people called her out, but where was the outrage about the shit Truth Seeker said? She's gonna murder me in a field. I need to go die in a field. She's gonna murder me. Call my kids.
No, I did do a live about that.
You did.
And I didn't know what. I don't watch Truth Seeker Knows, and I didn't know anything about what she said until I heard it played on someone else's live.
Look what Ash just said. Corey put syringes in the chat yesterday. Now, Tracy, if that don't fucking bother you, I don't know what will out of Corey. Syringes?
Okay, well,
really?
I didn't watch Corey.
That's fucking disgusting. I didn't even know that. I'm not subbed to Corey. When I tell y'all that I don't watch Corey, I mean that wholeheartedly.
Okay, Panic Attack, that's not true. That I will never call out Corey. Do you think I didn't have my go around with Corey? Do you think I'm the only one in the community Corey has never gone after? Give me a break. I had my go around with Corey. You know what I learned? No matter how much I fought with Corey, Corey was going to come back. So I quit.
Yep.
I quit fighting with her.
Ever since the last time I went live about her, I quit with Corey. I don't fuck with her. I haven't talked about her. I haven't even brought her up in a chat. I've let it go.
Who's bad behavior, Panic Attack? Do I make, do you want to take a link, Panic Attack, and tell me whose bad behavior I enable?
You crack me up when you go for these trolls. You always have.
Well, Panic Attack comes in here, so I'm assuming they're not a troll.
Well, you know what I mean. It's like not no one that's ever been on a panel or even has a name that I don't know.
No, I do not think Jane the Teach is I do not think Jane the Teach is blocked from here. But it's
Don't
just
you
like
guys
when I
think
went
that it
live about the
depends
song
on-
lyrics. Trisha, those weren't just song lyrics.
What I said to Detroit, which you didn't have any of those screenshots, were definitely song lyrics. Because I even put in there, Brenda can't write her name. That's part of the song. Brenda ain't got a brain. That's part of the song. You didn't have those screenshots. You saw the one screenshot where Detroit said in that live, whatever she said to Corey of flipping her off. I don't even remember what she said to her. That wasn't me. My comments to Detroit, Tracy, were most 100% definite song lyrics. You don't have those screenshots, though, do you? Because if you do, I could prove to you that those are
No,
song
I have
lyrics.
the screenshots of where they were song lyrics, and
No.
put
Of
in little
mine,
music, and
you
even
have-
put in little music notes.
of my comments or Detroit's? Because let's remember, we're two different people.
No,
you-
it was Detroit that said the
Okay, not
disgusting stuff.
TNT. Okay, so if you saw my comments to Detroit days before that, Tracy, you would most definitely be able to read that they are lyrics from that song.
I can't believe I'm getting accused, not by you, Trisha. I'm getting accused of selective outrage when Laura puts up the most disgusting shit while people sit in her fucking chat and cheer her on. I don't understand this.
Like what? We all know how Laura is.
Okay, we all know how Corey is. I don't know what else to say.
Then we're all going to know how TNT is. We're all going to know how this one is. We're all going to know how that one is. Because if all this is going to continue to where we just keep going low, we're all going to be low lifers. Like we're all going to be known for going low.
End.
Because look,
it's
right.
just never, no, it's just never going to end.
As long as my kids keep getting thrown out of Corey's mouth, you're damn right it won't end. Because that's one thing we're not supposed to do in this community is go for kids. But that's Corey's go-to with me. That's her go-to with Randy. That's her go-to for this one or that one. She doxed Ash 274. Where's the outrage? Full name. Where's the outrage for that? Where's the lives for her doxing Ash 274?
Do you know where I learned who Ash 274 is?
I understand that. I'm not talking about back then. I'm talking about when she just did it recently. I'm talking about recent. We all know.
I wouldn't have a clue what Ash 274 looked like or anything.
I understand that, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Corey, not Laura. I'm talking about what Corey did to Ash. Where's the outrage for her being a doxer? There is none. Why? All of this doesn't go back to what Laura does. Let's just face it. There's stuff all of us do.
We all know how Laura is and accept her. Well, we all know how Corey is. Just accept it.
No, I will never accept Corey. Laura's never went for my kids. Laura's never went that low on me.
Not you.
I don't agree when Laura goes low though. That's my point. When she said that about Randy's mom and the needle and all that, I don't like that shit. You won't catch me in her chat when she's doing that kind of shit. You won't catch me in there cheering it on. I leave, Tracy. So just because I might have been in there at first, when she starts that shit, I leave. You can ask anybody that knows me. I leave her chat. I won't even listen to it.
Okay, but
she's not the only one that does it. We all do it. So why, I know you and her have more of a personal vendetta thing going on. So you're gonna, bring her up more. I understand that. I don't really get it because I think you could do way better without having to talk about Laura all the time, and vice versa. I've told Laura the same thing. Just quit talking about her because it's just not worth it anymore. We're all fucking sick of hearing it. Like, it's just old. It's so old.
I, I don't. I'm sorry, Trisha. I'm not. I'm just floored at some of this stuff. Ash says I want to paint. Exactly, but when Laura does it, where's the outrage? Oh well, it's just Laura. I got told that the other night about another creator. Oh well, it's just so and so. You just need to accept it.
Well, look what Diane just said. She said that she expects that from Laura. So, maybe from other people, they don't expect that from. But look, when you bring up someone's kids or you tell someone they're lying about this or that, or you fucking dox somebody, you don't even have to worry about that person so much as all their friends, because that's just going to piss off a whole bunch of freaking people. And then we're all going to go low, and then we're all going to look like fucking assholes. I've went low and I don't like it. I don't like to when I do that. I don't like to get out of character like that. But leave my fucking kids alone. Period. They are not on here. They're not bothering her. Why? Why does she bring them up? Do you know why? Because she fucking knows that will get a reaction from me. She knows I will finally give her some fucking attention if she mentions my kids. When she was just calling me out and throwing little shitty remarks out about me, Tracy, I bit my tongue. I don't watch her. I told my Discord I don't even want to fucking see her shit being dropped in here. I don't want to see screenshots. I don't want to see none of it. So therefore, I can't react to it. But when she drops my kids' names and starts dragging my kids, I got a fucking problem. And I'm going to react. And it's probably not going to be a very positive reaction. Right.
Those are your
and
children.
They're not on here bothering her.
Just like when my son was brought up and the thumbnail was an arm with a needle in it. I get it.
It's disgusting. Yep. And you said your piece about it, and you had a lot of people backing you up about him too. Like, we all didn't like that. We all came into your chats and supported you. Like, fuck that. Don't pay.
Thank you,
like,
British.
We tried. We didn't like that when she was doing that to your kid either.
Okay, well, all I can say is just keep going low, and everybody just keep going low.
No, I don't want to do that. I really don't. I just want to be left alone by Corey and by Heidi. Quit coming for my fucking friend. Quit telling her she wasn't in an abusive relationship. Quit. Just stop, because you're a fucking asshole for that one. And I'm going to call her fucking ass out every fucking time. But see, that's what she wants from me. She wants a fucking reaction too. So now that what Heidi says about me don't bother me, now she's going to talk about my friend to get that to bother me. See how that works?
Yep.
I'm going to tell you the honest. I'm going to tell you the honest truth. There's nothing Heidi can accuse me of anymore or say about me that's going to bat an eye for me. I do not care. So now she's going for my friend. So she can get a reaction.
Hey, TNT, can I ask you a question?
Of course.
I hate when people start out like that.
It's all right.
Sorry. Did you back Laura when Beth said that and Laura reposted it, that she was calling her a snitch for striking?
I said, I did chime in and I said I think it's a snitch move to strike. I don't think I dropped any names, but in general, I do think that's a snitch move. But look, on the other hand, I see, and I said this on my live, I see their part too, because that comment that Beth made was fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
So I don't blame them for not wanting it out there. And I understand the only way to get that taken down is to strike it or to go ask that person to remove it. I think Laura would have removed it if they would have asked her. I don't think
not me. I think Laura would have went live and made fun of them, saying,
"Yeah." But I get it too. They were still mad. They were still mad. They were still in the moment. I get that. I get that. When all that shit happened, like, feelings were heightened. Like, everyone was,
I agree, Randy.
The fuck off. So I get that. I get both sides of it. Look, I don't think everything that Laura does is right. I don't. But I don't think everything a lot of people do is right either.
Sorry.
Me
So,
too. Me too,
my,
Trisha. So when I get on my panel and talk about it, I get bombarded with, you don't know what you're talking about. How
because
would
you
you
get
feel? Blah, blah,
because
blah, 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 blah.
but you'll
But I
even
don't come
admit
into your chat saying, Trisha, you shouldn't be talking about this because
I've never said
you
that
don't
you
know the whole
shouldn't talk about
story,
it.
or
No. I've never said that you shouldn't talk about it. I've never said that you're not allowed to express your opinion or your side of anything. All I've ever said is, please know the facts. When you got up here this morning talking about, oh, it's a personal picture, that sounded like I had went into her freaking Facebook or Instagram or somewhere off of YouTube and grabbed that picture, and that's not true.
I think all pictures are personal. I'm sorry, I just do. If I
Well,
want to
then,
use it for,
okay, then nobody should be making videos then if that's the case, Tracy. If you're going
what
to
do you
put
mean nobody
yourself
should
on
be
a
making
camera,
videos?
if you're going to put yourself on the camera and then you're going to go call out one of my fucking friends, I'm going to go find the worst fucking image of that I can find on you and crack on it because you've hurt my fucking friend. And at that point, I'm just pissed off and just is what it is. She had no reason and no right to come for BTS. None.
I agree.
But
I
since
totally
she did,
agree.
Stop her.
and
You don't go for
nobody.
people's stories.
I think the
You
thing
don't
is-
go for their looks and you don't go for their stories. But that includes everybody. That includes if Corey does it, it's wrong. We all know she does it. It's wrong. If I do it, it's wrong. That's all I'm trying to say is we can keep going tit for tat, tit for tat, tit for tat. But at what point is low too freaking low? Where does it end, Trisha?
People, it doesn't because on here people are going to keep going for other people, the back and forth. It, you know, as good as I do, when does it really ever stop? We might get a break from it here and there, but then eventually it gets, all gets brought right back up again because people fight on here. That it's drama. Like, I don't know what to expect.
Brooke, are you doing your makeup?
No, I'm painting.
Oh.
I'm not saying that that it's
No,
right.
I didn't burp.
I'm
I
just
took a drink
saying
of my
that
water.
when people's feelings get hurt and emotions get involved, you're going to have people say shit that's out of their character. That's just normal. It's a normal reaction.
No, I totally agree with you, Ash G74. Even Laura really doesn't go that low. Bullshit.
No, Samantha, I didn't see that live. I'm not subbed to Tupac. I didn't watch I don't watch him at all.
See, that's me. I don't sub to a lot of these people.
Right. But so that's the problem though, because then it's only like we're getting half of the story. We're only getting to see the shitty side that one person did, but not what caused that to happen. Do you know what I mean? That's the problem. That's the true problem. It's one-sided most of the time.
And I don't even want this to be about Laura. I swear. But if we're going to talk about people that go low in this community, Laura is definitely one of them.
Well, then, I mean, you could say the same thing about me now that I guess that I put song lyrics about Corey after she drugged me around fucking YouTube forever. So I guess I'm in the same category. And look, that's fine with me. Because of what I said to Truth Seeker knows, I'm a horrible person. It doesn't matter what she said to me, right? She's not horrible for none of that, right? Just me. Just me. I'll take it. I don't care anymore. And that's to the point I'm at. I don't fucking care no more. If a motherfucker wants to come for me or my kids, it's game on. Especially my fucking kids. And I don't even react. Tracy, if you notice, I don't even react to half of this fucking shit. Not like I used to. It used to be no one could even say my name or I was, wah, 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 wah. I don't care anymore. I'm to the point. I don't fucking care anymore. I just don't.
Well, I hate to hear that, Trisha, because you can be so funny and so entertaining. But when you get to the point that you just don't care anymore, then
Maybe it's time to log off for a little bit. Maybe I need a little bit of a break because I don't like it either, Tracy. I don't like not caring. I don't like it. But it just seems like, when someone's coming for you and coming for you and coming for you, you're gonna react. It may not be the reaction everybody likes or wants, but fuck, a person can only take so much. You can only poke and poke and poke and poke and poke at someone for so long before they're just gonna fucking explode.
Okay. I mean, I'm not going to argue your point. Your feelings are valid. I'm not going to argue.
And look, I've never once told you that you shouldn't go live and have an opinion. I've never told that to anybody. I wouldn't say that to anybody. I'm just saying,
no, but what happens
maybe if
is
you're
when
going
I
to go
do
live
go live
about it, but okay, that's what I'm saying. Know a little bit more about the situation so you can talk on it and have all the facts. See both sides of it. Just don't bring up what I did to Heidi or what the Highest Horse account made a video of Heidi. Go back and look what Heidi has been doing to us. Tracy, you have my number. Call me and say, what the
I
fuck,
looked
man?
on Heidi's channel. I don't see that many. I see.
Did you watch the domestic violence live? Did you watch her? Okay, so you didn't see the domestic violence live. You didn't see her community posts calling us all out. So how can you go live and talk about what this video that's circulating about Heidi and not wonder what the fuck Heidi did to cause that, Tracy? This doesn't make any sense. You think we just decided to go for Heidi out of the blue? No, I don't go for people that don't come for me.
I'm not talking about going for people. I'm talking about how low we're going.
And I'm saying that's what happens when people say the lowest shit. Look, I think what Corey said to fucking Randy about shitting on her grave and that she hopes she died, I think that's so fucking disgusting. And Randy didn't even really say anything that low back to her. If that would have been me, I would have made it a point to go as low as I can on her. I'm not saying it's right. I'm saying that's what happens when feelings get hurt and emotions are involved and all that shit. It happens.
Samantha B, TNT MWM. I don't even know who that is.
Thank you, Captain.
And MB.
That's Mama Beth's world. It's MBW.
Both said people need to get over rape as it happens to most people, and was speaking of our sobriety and how she gassed to work to pay for drugs. It was just bad, so the reaction video shouldn't be. Okay, I don't know nothing about that.
Mama Beth? I don't know anything about that either. I've never even talked to that lady one time. I just don't like her. But I don't go around talking about her either because I don't know her.
Okay, well, I personally think the whole point of my life is just getting lost. Because the whole point of my life is how freaking, Midwestern Mary.
I get your question. I get your question, Tracy. I just don't have an answer. I don't know what it's going to take. I only know that I can do my part by ignoring and not reacting as much to some shit. That's all I can do is do my part. I don't think we're ever going to come to a spot where everyone is just going to stop. I just don't see that happening. But for me, I can do my part in maybe not reacting to so much of the little shit, which nothing Corey says is little anyway, but just maybe try a little harder. I don't know what else to do.
Well, I mean, it's your channel. You can do what you want. Just like I can come on here and speak about how I think things are gross. If I'd have known what Heidi had said, I would have said, Heidi, that's fucking gross. But I don't watch Heidi.
But look, you know me and you have my number and you know that I don't go for people that don't come for me. So why not just call me up or shoot me a text like, hey, Trisha, what's going on with this whole Heidi thing? And then I would have been like, hey, Tracy, go check this, and that out. And then you could have went live and addressed all of it as a whole. Even if it was me too, that's fine. Address me, but address it as a whole. See the whole picture.
And I do. And the whole
That's
point
what I
of this
really
live,
wish you would start doing more, because I enjoy your lives, Truth. I do. I don't talk a lot in there because I don't really feel like you want me in there. But when you get on a roll, like, you can be funny. You say some funny ass shit. Like, but I just wish when you do go live wanting to tell your opinion, which is fine, just have the whole story. Have
okay,
what
but the
she's
whole
been doing
live
to us
was
too.
about going low. It wasn't about, I mean, did I use your, I didn't even mention names.
I
And you
know when
just
you're
said you
talking
didn't
about
mention,
me because I know you.
okay, but you just said that you didn't mention names the other day. What's the difference?
I usually always mention names. I may not have said Heidi's name that day because I just don't care about her. If I don't care about somebody, it makes it so much easier. But when I care about somebody, it's different. It's just different. I can't explain it.
Yes, I think Brooke should talk. Brooke's up here painting away. I think Brooke.
Oh, I forgot. I'm sorry, Brooke.
No, you're fine. I'm just.
I hope I answered your question, because I really never gave you a time to respond after that. But I do think both sides of the Mama Beth shit, Laura, and what Mama Beth said, and then Laura putting it out, it was wrong. But I think Laura was really trying to drive home the point that Diane called her a cunt, which Diane had every right to call her a cunt. I can't argue in either of it.
Can we all just turn our violence towards Jasmina?
Sure. Which I had to block her from my channel because the comments were just, ridiculous.
Jasmina, look, you've made it very clear that you do not care for Diane and Wendy, or Diane's channel. I don't think you need to. Oh, that's so pretty, Brooke. I don't think you need
people in
to.
chat are asking, so I'm having my own live stream on
Diane, I'm not saying anything wrong about what you said. I'm just saying when you called her that gave. Never mind.
Yeah, because you know where this is going to go, Trisha.
I'm getting a headache.
I know.
I see both sides of that. I hated what Mama Beth said about Diane's sister. I hated that for her. So for her to call her a cunt, I didn't care that she called her a cunt. I'm not Laura, though, you guys. Just because I like Laura and I'm friends with Laura too, I feel like I get the shit into the stick sometimes for what she does. I didn't agree with that. I did have her play that clip on my panel because I didn't see it. But then when I realized that it really fucking hurt Diane, I took my fucking live down. I did.
Okay, so you keep saying that I don't get both sides of the story. Did you get both sides of the story when you did that?
I did know that Diane had called her a cunt. I just hadn't heard it from myself. So yes, I had both sides of the story. I just hadn't actually heard it. Just like if you would have called me up and said, hey, what was Heidi's, which I didn't watch the domestic violence live, so I wouldn't have been much help to you. But if I could have told you all about her community post, because I did see that, I could have filled you in a little bit. And then you could have went live and told your whole opinion on it. And that I wouldn't have had a problem with that.
Okay, but did you call Diane before you played that clip? I mean, come on, we can go tit for tat. I don't want to do that.
That live was about Laura Lee. At the end of it, when we were done with the whole Laura Lee thing, Laura came up on panel and that got brought up. So that, I didn't have a chance. How am I going to call her when I'm on a live? I just wanted to hear the little clip. When I realized how bad it hurt her, I freaking went back and deleted my live. Because I don't want that crap on my channel. If she don't want it out there, then I don't have no right to have it out there. So I deleted it, or I put it on private, whatever. It's
Trisha,
all gross.
What was the big,
it is a gross. It is all gross.
Caused everybody to merge back in with Laura?
Do what?
What was the big reason that?
Well, Trisha, I got to tell you, Brooke, Trisha's always been friends with Laura.
I don't know, honestly, Brooke. I've I wasn't one of those people because I've always
Right.
been friends with Laura. So when they all, I think, honestly, I think that both of them, Laura and Ash and Hello Starlight, Mandy, all of them, I think that they were tired of fighting and arguing with Laura. And so when Laura came up on my panel that day and wanted to make peace with everybody, I think they were like, fuck it, we're tired too. And I honestly think that they all just made peace. I don't think there was no plan behind it or no, we all, Tracy, you said, I just don't think they all woke up one day and decided to have peace. I do. I do
I
think that they
don't.
all just woke up one day, and that's fine. You can have your opinion on that. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying for me, I feel like they all got tired. But look, I'm friends with all of them too, and I was friends with Laura at the same time. So, for
You
there to
have
be
been
some
friends with
big
Laura the whole time.
conspiracy, huh?
You have
What?
been friends with Laura the whole time.
Yeah, I have. I like
Yeah,
Laura.
I guess I kind of felt like
I'm
it happened
sorry,
with
not
Todd,
sorry.
and then it happened with Laura, and then it got all dirty.
Can Mandy Lynn have a link?
Sure.
Like I kind of felt
You're
the
not
lines
getting
were.
shit, Tracy.
No, I'm not.
Sorry,
Trisha, this
Brooke. I'm
wasn't
sorry.
even referring to you. People know what I'm referring to. Every time I go live about my opinion, it doesn't matter. People come rushing in here. Well, you don't know this, and you don't know this, and you don't know that. Why can't
Because
I just
listen,
have a freaking discussion about
you
how
can't.
low shit is going? And because I use someone as an example, doesn't mean that I think you're any lower than the person that you're going at.
I understand that, but that's how it comes off. Sorry, but that's how it comes off. That's how it came off to me today. That's how we were, we were probably 15 of us were on a Discord phone call when you went live. And I was like, oh shit. I didn't even think it was going to be anything to do with Heidi.
Hey,
Never
Anna Mary.
dreamed that. Never dreamed that. I thought you were just going to go live to talk about the lows, and then you steered it into the whole Heidi direction. So of course we're going to come in and have an opinion. If I wasn't off work today, I wouldn't even been able to come up here and talk to you.
I hope Amanda's not going to try to convince me of something that I'm just never going to believe, but I'm going to give her the opportunity.
Amanda's honest
Hey.
and she's fair. Like, I don't think she's up here to gaslight anybody.
No, I'm not trying to convince anybody of anything. I just keep hearing this question and I want to answer it. For me, this is just for me. I was in TNT's live. I hadn't really been fighting with Laura for a while anyways. Nobody merged with her. I'm not best friends with her. I just don't want to fight with her. It gets nowhere. It's the same thing every single day.
And I believe that.
Does anything change by me fighting her? If I fight her today, does it change what she does tomorrow?
No. It's just draining for you.
Yeah, it is draining.
Every day, it's draining to fight with someone day in and day out.
And it is. And I happen to like a lot of her subscribers. That I would never have gotten to know had we not been in FODs, just to be honest. I got to know a lot of her subscribers and I've grown to respect them as people. You know what I mean? And that's I don't have a problem with Laura, but I love some of her subscribers. I absolutely adore them.
And you and Laura have a personal history. You guys were friends at one time, then you fell out. So, I don't think that it was any big conspiracy that you and Starlight and Ash all got together and decided to make peace with Laura.
Can I ask you what you mean by, I wanted to ask the truth. What do you mean? We didn't just wake up and decide not to fight?
I'm sorry. I have my opinion that I don't believe everybody just at one time decided, okay, let's just go hang out in Laura's chat. I'm sorry. I don't believe that. I believe it's because Laura. I believe it's because Laura ditched two people. Laura ditched Tiffany and Laura ditched Corey.
So she thinks that you guys made up with
what benefit
with
what
her
benefit
because
am
of
I
Tiffany.
gaining from you don't even hardly ever see me in anyone's chat anymore, right? You don't see me a lot of chat. Like I've been kind of backing off of just, I haven't been on here a lot, but what benefit would that bring? That's not what happened. What happened was she went on TNT's, and I had already started to get to know like Hummingbird. I absolutely adore Hummingbird. I know not everybody does, but I do. Cass Lynn, other people, I had already started to like them. And when she said, let's wipe the slate clean, Diane, I think, was on panel, TNT. I don't remember who all was up there. A lot of us.
Oh, there was a bunch of people up there.
Yeah. And it was kind of like, okay, so we're going to do this. And so anything that she did before, she wasn't even fine with Tiffany when I decided.
Right.
Like a lot of us had
Because that's
decided
the panel that
okay.
Tiffany got pissed off at her for coming up on.
Yes, that's when it started.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they weren't fighting yet. Nothing was made public yet. That's when a lot of us decided. It was like a slow thing. Like
breaking the
slowly
silence.
progressed.
Do you want a link? Because you're saying, but you're taking in everyone that ditched Laura. No, I was the first one to open my channel up to everyone. I was the first one to do that. When I had common ground is when I opened my channel up, because I had Ash 274 blocked. I had Hello Starlight blocked. I had Amanda Lynn blocked. I had them all blocked. So
I'm not talking over Brooke Brian Clinton. She doesn't try to talk yet. I was wondering if I addressed her question.
Well, I'm gonna let Brooke talk. I'm gonna go on mute and let Brooke.
No, it's okay. I'm fine. That was my question. I wondered, because it seemed like there were clear lines, kind of drawn in the sand between creators, and there for a while, it was that whole, well, I saw you over in so-and-so, and I'm not getting along with so-and-so. But then it kind of felt like it also came down to like everybody kind of agreed that it was an okay thing for your subs to go here, there, whatever, whoever they agreed with, which I appreciated as a subscriber of lots of you guys, and I adore a lot of you guys. And then all of a sudden it was like, bam, I couldn't go to any stream without there being a cross of, there was either Fod there or Laura there, or, whoever was there in creators' streams that I knew had kind of put a line there. And so it all became like, I know a lot of us are like, where the crap can we go? Because now you guys are all, it seems like, I'm not saying you're BFS and, kikiing it up. I'm just saying, I've tried to go on, into a few streams, and there's Laura, or there's Fod, or there's, I'm saying those two. I don't mean to only call out those two people. It's just that's kind of the people behind the madness is what I'm saying right now. So I just wonder why it seemed like it went from one day to the next where we knew what streams we could go in that Laura would be there, and we could choose to go and, hang out or not. And now it's just like a big old clusterfuck of, you can't go anywhere without Laura and Fod and this person and that person. And so my question was just, what caused the divide, the mutual agreement to just not talk to each other or be okay with each other but not drag each other, to now Laura's on your guys' panel, blah, blah, blah.
Well, Laura's been on my panel. Yeah, well, I wanted to address it because I know you've been in my chats for a long time. Laura's only been on my panel twice, and one of it was about, her kids. So I did offer her a link, and the other time I think it was about like Mandy Bell's funeral or whatever. But with Fod, it's two separate things. With Fod, I am Fod's friend. I love Fod to death. I know not everybody does, but I do. I love Fod. With Laura, I don't know, when TNT had her on the panel and everybody was like, let's put our swords down. And I was already friendly with a lot of her subscribers, right? I want her subscribers to feel okay to come into my chats to say, nobody's going to talk bad about the person that they love the most on here, right? And that's all that happened. I don't know. I don't know why people think it's a big conspiracy, but I promise it wasn't. It was just like TNT had her up. She said sorry. Diane accepted. A few others accepted, and that's where it started with a lot of the people that I know and myself. It was like, all right, well, let's just start over because all the subscribers were getting upset that we were always fighting. You know what I mean? That's all I heard was like, not from you, but in general. Every time I went live, it was, when are you guys going to quit fighting? You're beating a dead horse. You know what I mean? And now people are upset that I am not fighting.
Yeah.
Well,
And
and is there a difference in not
I'm not
fighting?
upset, Amanda Lynn. I'm really, hang on, Brooke. I'm not upset at all. I'm really not. Me and Laura share a lot of subs. You know, and me and Laura will always have our problems. It's just the
But
way it
look,
is.
Laura has agreed, Tracy. I don't know if you know this, but I have Laura on a strict no Tracy talk.
Okay,
So
but
I
did
would
she not
love
talk about it again the other day before you shut her down?
before or after.
She started talking about me and you shut her down.
Right. And she hasn't talked about you since. I would
So-
love to get you to that same place to not talk about her. Do it for your subs. Do it for your friends. Like, it's just so old. It's affecting your subs too, because they even feel more stuck when you guys both dog each other out.
Wait, when, Amber K, when have I ever white knighted? I want to know when I white knighted for Laura because I don't agree with even the thing that was said about Tiffany Marie. I don't agree that she went for her domestic violence. I don't agree with the needle comments. I don't agree with, and you won't see me in her chat saying that I do agree with that.
Same with me.
I won't.
I don't think they understand that when that happens, Mandy, we leave the chat. Just because we're not announcing our departure doesn't mean we're still in there. You know?
Yeah, matter of fact, no offense to anybody. This is the first chat that I've been in, not even it's not, I've just been taking like a little bit of a YouTube break. I went into Laura's and said hi to a few people yesterday, maybe. I haven't been in anybody's chat because I've just been, reflecting. I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight with anybody. Like, I'm tired of all the fighting.
Therapist off. I'm just about had it with your smart ass. Okay, I'm just about done with your smart ass. I'm really close to being done with your smart ass.
And look, I owe Diane an apology too, because I was mad that night that she put the song lyric thing in her title, and I was mad that she wouldn't give me a link quick enough for me, what I thought was quick enough, because they started to talk about it. So I thought right then and there, okay, I'm going to get a link and I'm going to get to go up and explain. Well, an hour goes by, and until it gets brought back up again. And I get it, lives go left or whatever. But that night I was pissed. So I did jump on Laura's and I did run my mouth. I was pissed off.
Right,
So
I
I'm
didn't
sorry
bring up
for
Laura. The
telling-
chat did, but whatever.
I'm sorry for telling Diane to shut up that night. But I was mad, dude. I thought I deserved a link like off rip.
And I want to make
Exactly
this
what
like
we're saying.
110% clear on everybody's panel. My loyalty will always lie with my circle. Like, everybody has their circle on here. Everybody has their friends. It's
Yeah.
like, none of them have questioned me for going into a chat because they know it doesn't matter whose chat I'm in. I am like, if say Ash comes up, I'm the first one I'm going to be like, like if it's not true or the story's being told wrong, I will speak up. I don't know a lot of the backstories with other people, or I would say something about that too. Like, I didn't like my own behaviors too. Like, when I don't like to fight. Like, in my real life, I don't like to fight all the time. And I was getting to the point, so it driving me crazy. Like, it can drive you crazy.
It's exhausting. It is.
But Amanda, you say that, but still, you still do panels dogging people. So what is the difference?
Wait.
One person
Okay,
or
wait a
several
second.
people?
Wait, no. Wait a second. The live I did last night was because somebody threw up BTS's domestic violence, and I will stand up for that every day of every week, and I don't care. I will. Yeah. Other than that, what panels have I done that's been just dogging people?
Okay, what did you just say? I'm sorry.
I said I will stand up for domestic violence for my friend that survived domestic violence every day of every week. Yes, I did say something to Heidi last night for a whole 20 minutes of my life, and then I moved on.
Pepper.
Other than
Yeah.
that, what panels are you talking about? Where I just dog people? Like, which panels?
Okay, I'm gonna go to your channel and I'm gonna look at your live streams.
Okay, go ahead. Tell me when they were still. Jesus Christ. See, I can't. I don't like to fight.
Okay, you got Cindy Stop, which is the one you were talking about.
Yep. And there's another one
You
for
got
Heidi, I do believe.
One and Done, which you were
That's
talking about.
about-
That
somebody.
was the
That was
first
Heidi.
night.
That was
That was on Heidi.
that was Heidi.
hmm
Yep.
Okay, then you got
And I will go out.
okay, yes, I'll speak up, which meant you spoke
Which
up on
wasn't
a
going.
topic.
It wasn't going after anybody. That was just giving my opinion. I did not go after one person.
And that's all I do over here, and I get freaking bombarded with people telling me, "Why do you do this? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that?"
No.
The only time anyone comes in and says something to you, Tracy, is when you're getting it. You're either not getting the whole story or you're getting it wrong. That's it.
You do know the reason that Corey.
Jenna
a lot of
Moon and
people were in
Carla
shock.
stop lying,
Oh,
slurping Laura's
a lot-
ass some more and calling. See, I'm sorry,
Yes,
Mandolin.
I
I
was
gotta
being-
call you out on this one.
I was being a smartass about slurping Laura's ass. Like, I was saying, I can't believe that that's how people are taking it. I mean, yeah, I'm an opinionated person, but I don't just want to fight with the same person over and over and over. I don't even want to talk about Heidi anymore. Like, I don't want to talk about her. Am I perfect? No, but I don't want to fight with the same exact person for 20 years, Tracy. I don't want to
Right.
do that.
No,
That's
I don't
all.
think anybody wants to do
Like,
that.
Laura knows a lot of personal things about me that every single thing has been thrown up in my face. And I'm not trying to throw this in your face, Laura, if you're listening. That isn't what I'm doing. What I'm saying is it gets exhausting when you get on here and you hear about your kids, your addiction, saying that you're not even married to your husband. I don't want to fight. Like, and she knows a lot of everything that's been thrown up about me, okay? I don't want to fight. There's no end. Like, there's no...
Right.
You don't see me white knight for her either. Like, I'm not saying what she did is right about a lot of things. I don't like
This
the
shouldn't even be all about Laura, because it's really not. This
No,
shouldn't even
but
be
I'm
all
saying-
about Laura. The chat brought
No,
Laura
we're
up.
talking
and
about
we've let it-
Heidi. We're talking about just things in general. I mean,
Yeah.
you just brought up
No,
the live about slurping Laura's ass, and she's just explaining because
Yeah,
that brought up Laura when you
kind of
mentioned that live.
it was kind of me being a smart aleck, which anybody who knows me knows that's just my nature.
That
That's how I
way
deal
she
with things.
can do it. Just get both sides of the story and know everything
Yeah.
is a fact. Anybody
Yeah,
can
because
do it.
You act like we just brought Corey up. We brought that up for no reason. The reason it was brought up, I didn't bring it up, me personally, but I know why the other people did. Or I did. I said I couldn't believe she said that, but I didn't. I wasn't on the panel that you were talking about when that was happening. But I do know why it happened was she's the one that said all that stuff. Like, when you say that stuff, you're going to get a reaction, and she knows it. She was laughing about it. It's not. There's nothing funny about that.
Becky L. Why is Amanda Lynn having to explain to you what she does on her channel? She doesn't. But why do I have to explain what I do on mine? Just because I started a live about the going low shit, somehow or another, it's turned into, you don't have the whole story. It doesn't
because
matter
you
if I don't
didn't.
have the whole story on
It
that.
does matter because you're speaking on something, but you're not telling what Heidi fucking did. Freaking did to start it. That's the point.
Actually, Becky, I do appreciate it, but I actually came up here to address Brooke because she has been like a very long time subscriber, and I felt like she was confused, not really the truth. I'm talking the truth too, but I came up here to address Brooke specifically, not the truth. Does that make? I'm not trying to like say anything. I just wanted Brooke to understand where I was coming from.
It's just like my opinion. You can say it's not true. I'm not going to be convinced of it, Mandolin. It's my opinion. I've seen it unfold. You can say you don't want to fight with this person anymore, but I feel like it was just too convenient, and I don't care, if that's what you all want to do. But, it's like it's just like FOD has been forced down my throat. When FOD does something, I get told, oh, it's just fun. Oh, it's just fun. Just like when she
No,
threatened
I
me with
just
the cops. Oh,
No,
it's just
I
fun. You just have
no,
to
I
get
didn't
used
say
to
that
it.
to her. I didn't say, "Oh, it's just fun." I said that
that's
was wrong.
yeah, no, I don't I've always told you, and Sarah and
Thank you,
anybody else,
breaking
you
the
have to go through
silence.
this. But I'm telling you, in a year, when you've been doing it for a year and a half, almost 2 years, and you're exhausted, I don't want people to get upset with you like they did me. That's all. Like, if you think it's a conspiracy, I guess that's your right to think that. Only problem I have with Tiffany Marie is what she did to my friend. I don't care about anything else. I wouldn't. She's not worth teaming up with somebody for. Um, but you can think what you want. I mean, it's you're gonna think it anyway. So I can't believe that that's actually a thing. That's what people think, though.
Yes, breaking the silence, forced down my throat. That's exactly right. Because I made a very strong attempt not to talk about that person. I didn't go live about them. And the next thing you know, they're up there calling me names and everything else. And yeah, I do feel like FOD has been shoved down people's throats. I'm not trying to start anything. I'm just talking about how low our community has gone. Brooke, please step in while I go and take care of business. Handle my panel, Brooke. Look at Brooke's face.
Listen
Sorry.
here, people.
Mandolin dropped out. I didn't boot her, I swear. TNT and Ask 274 do call out FOD. I've seen Breaking the Silence call out FOD too. Okay, Diane. Diane wants to explain something. All I'm saying is how low the whole freaking community gets. Amber K is giving out dildos for Christmas. Hang on, hit me up in DMs, Amber K. I'll give you my address.
Okay, like way back, like 3 years ago, the biggest drama here was the porch and MFW. Literally, we went for months and months and months back and forth just between the two of them. Like literally, it's just there's been an explosion, and with that explosion has come, we have to go lower and lower to beat the other person. And like a normal dragging or a normal tit for tat is so far from being seen anymore. It's like a tsunami took it away. Like there's nobody even knows what okay looks like anymore. That's the problem. We used to say, if you go after kids, like, get the hell out. Oh, if you pretend to be somebody you're not and we find out that you aren't that person, get the hell out. Like, literally, you had no chance of having a channel or ever being able to say anything again. And like now, that's people that people look out for those people and they're like, oh, let's team up with Dave. Oh, he's really awesome and can get shit done. Let's team up with Dave and Laura and FOD and all these people who we've seen go so low. And that is crazy, if you ask me.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's like things have changed. I guess times have changed. Now you can talk about people's kids. Now you can talk about their addiction. Now you can talk about their dead relatives. Now you can talk about, I agree, Brooke. There was a time when that was all unacceptable.
Well, and if Randy wanted to get on a stream and open up about her mom, or Trisha wanted to get on a stream and talk about her life. I used to get on my channel all the time, and it started out with my kids were in every single video I did, and you couldn't pay me. There's not enough money on this planet to pay me to do that stuff again and open myself up. But before, that's what it was about. Like, you would get followers based on their connection with you because of what you've been through. People didn't just, that was like the last thing you went for if you wanted your butt kicked out of the community, was what somebody had shared on their personal channel about themselves personally. I would never go after something like that. But that's the first thing people go after now. And when you do that, there is no low, there's no bottom. It's okay if Randy wants to talk about her mom. It's fucking not okay for you to do it. See what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
Brooke, will you type in chat so we can drop your link? I totally agree with that. Just like it's okay for Laura to talk about her kids, but it's not okay for anybody else to do it. Just like it's okay for Trisha to talk about her kids, but it's not okay for anybody else to do it. Totally agree with
Tracy,
that.
I can't type in chat. Remember, you have me blocked.
Oh shit. I gotta find out how to unblock Brooke with the blue avatar. Diane,
now
go ahead.
Okay.
Now it's
Hi.
listening.
Hi,
Sorry, Brooke.
everyone. Hi, Brooke, darling. How are you?
Hi, Diane. I love you. I'm good. How are you?
I love you too. Hello, Truth. And Trisha, I want to say thank you for the apology.
You're welcome.
I didn't even know, I have to be honest with you, I did not know that Laura also shared that on your channel.
Oh,
But whatever.
yeah.
But whatever.
Well,
But I
it wasn't. I mean, I asked her to because I had heard that it was all said, but I didn't. I didn't watch. Like I was at work, I didn't get to actually hear it. So I asked her to, and then I just went ahead and took it down. It was disgusting.
well, it was disgusting. And I think the whole point of, okay, so what really infuriated Randy at most of all was her reposting that video, uploading that video because of what Beth said to me. I feel like, I can have my opinion. I feel like Laura was saying that she wanted to point out that I said the C word. Here's
Yeah.
the thing. I've said that word before. It's not a word that I use on here. It's not a word that I use in my real life, but I have used it on here before. It's just not something that I use on a regular basis. And that's how
Well,
irate I was.
she said that what she was trying to point out was that when someone goes low, how someone goes lower, and
Yeah, but
I don't.
so
Right.
I went lower than Beth went. Is that what you was trying to say?
I don't know.
Well,
I
that
don't
makes
think
no
so.
sense at all. But
Right.
that's Laura's logic, and she has her own logic, and that's fine. She can think whatever. I don't think me calling her a C word after the comment that was sent to me was going lower. I try not to go low on here. I don't go at people's kids, their families, their husbands, their wives. I don't do that. I don't do that on here. And because I said she can take it and shove it up her fat ass is not body shaming. I'm sorry. That point was not driven across either. So the reason that she got those strikes from Randy, especially, was because of me.
Yeah.
I'm just being honest. And the fact that she really did no commentary on them. So, you know,
Yeah.
anyway, what I wanted to say was, now Mandy Lynn's not even up here, but I think the point that Amber was trying to make was not that you go into Laura's chat, because to be honest with you, a lot of my inner circle goes into Laura's chat. It's not about that. It's about not saying something, and it's not about white knighting either. It's about not saying something when she says something that's ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like, well, I know, Amber, that you weren't talking about her, but as a general statement, like, we're talking about our inner circle. Instead of running out when she says ridiculous things, why not do like Ash does? She'll tell her you're being an asshole, or she'll tell,
Yeah. Well,
or she'll tell full on drama, you're an asshole, stop it.
and I
That's what
have.
Ash does.
I
Okay,
have told Laura that plenty, and I talked to Laura behind the scenes too. So there's a lot said there too, where, nobody gets to hear that part, and I get that, how that's can be taken or whatever. But I do talk to Laura behind the scenes, and I do try to, just like with this whole her and Tracy thing. Like I have her like not talking about Tracy because it's just old, and I wish Tracy would get to that same point too and not talk about Laura.
Steph, what are you talking about? You go after Laura all the time for going low without talking about how two-person dragged her or her. Listen, I'm not Laura's inner circle. Okay, I'm not her inner circle. I really don't, watch her most of the time. So I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, what point are you trying to make with me? I am not her inner circle. I'm talking about how people are noticing that our inner circle seems to accept Laura for the things that she says, and rather than run out of her chat and say, "Well, I'm not in there," call her
Call
out.
her out.
Because
Wait,
people will call me out.
I have, if you go back maybe a week or two ago, she just said, Mandy Lynn was mad at me because I said X, Y, and Z. I haven't hardly been in anybody's chats. Like, you probably haven't seen me much in years.
But she wasn't. She wasn't pointing that. She wasn't directing it at you. But because you were up here, you
Yeah.
replied to it. So I just wanted to make it more clear what I think Amber is talking about in general terms,
Yeah.
not you.
Yeah, no, I know it wasn't like a direct, thing to me, but I was just saying I do say stuff like if I don't agree with something and I'm in there, a lot of times I will say stuff. Sometimes I feel like it's beating a dead horse, and if I say something, it's gonna change absolutely nothing. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
That's why I haven't even been going into hardly anybody's chat. This is literally the first chat that I've stayed in for more than 5 minutes since probably Saturday. Because I hate all this tension between everybody. I hate it.
Well,
Yeah.
no, I agree. But like I said, it wasn't directed at you. I felt like I was,
Yeah, thank you. I didn't feel like it was like a personal thing. I just wanted to let her know if she felt like I was doing that, she could let me know when, and I would definitely, say sorry if I did, or correct, I just wanted to clear it up. That's all.
Okay. Like I said, I think it's just a general statement of confusion as to where, all of this acceptance for the things that Laura does came out of nowhere.
Yeah, I don't, and I haven't yet to hear the things that are said about your mom. I don't agree with that, or Randy's mom, your sister. I don't agree with any of that. I will never agree with any of that. I'm sorry it was said. I wasn't in there. I didn't hear it firsthand, secondhand, thirdhand. Like, I didn't hear any of it. I don't agree with that.
Listen, we all can hear everything.
No, and I've just been logging off more because it's like so crazy around here.
I don't hear everything either. So
yeah,
I'm not sub to Heidi, so I don't know anything about her. I only heard it secondhand because the Corey situation came up and abuse. So that's why we touched on it. But I didn't listen to her live stream, so I wouldn't even know what was said because I'm not sub to her. I never liked that woman.
Right.
Mhm.
Well, she's running around basically saying that BTS is lying about her situation, which that couldn't be anything further from the truth. And honestly, it's none of Heidi's fucking business.
No, it's not, and that's a crazy thing to say. Any woman can say that to another woman on here is a crime.
She even threatened BTS. She even threatened BTS that she was going to have a panel of real survivors. Like, she just wants to be that. She wants to be relevant. That's it.
Yeah.
And I refuse.
And I do agree, Amber, like with that. And I don't agree with a lot of things, like when Laura gets going, and even when she said that about Tiffany Marie. I don't like Tiffany. I don't agree with saying that anybody deserves to be beat. I don't agree with a lot of things that are said on any. I don't agree with anybody 100% of the time, especially not when it's that low. I don't agree with that.
Yeah. No, I like I said, I think it's was just a general statement, and I guess maybe we're confused as to how all of a sudden that acceptance did happen.
And I don't know if you were in here earlier. I whenever you got on the panel, remember, over at TNT's, and you and Laura had agreed, had accepted each other's apologies.
Yes.
And I like a lot of her subscribers. I like Hummingbird and a couple other people.
I totally get that. I totally get that.
I don't want it to be awkward when they come in. I had Laura on my panel one time because it pertained to something about her kid. Another time when she had jumped up months ago. But we're not like best friends or anything, but I do enjoy a lot of her subscribers, and they didn't want to come in my room when everybody was bashing the heck out of Laura. You know what I mean? I wouldn't want to go in their room if they were bashing Ash. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I did, but I don't accept her bad behavior. And if it looks that way, I do not accept the nasty, horrible things she says. I don't agree with that stuff.
And Diane, I know that you're sick of calling out Corey
yourself. So
listen. We've been calling out.
Keep on going.
We've been calling out Corey for years.
I get that.
But tiring for us.
But
I mean,
I think Corey is way grosser than Laura ever thought about being. I'm sorry.
well, I mean, I don't want to, I'm not going to, try to
Compare
say,
'em.
compare
Yeah.
who can go lower or whatever. But Corey has said some disgustingly vile things over the years. She has all of her stories wrong,
Yeah.
mixed up, rewritten history. She drags up things from 3 years ago.
So really, I mean, the only thing we can all do is just ignore her. But
Yes.
and
Yes.
I tried that. I tried that for the longest time, and the last straw was
Corey makes
when
it
she
hard
brought
for
up
me
my
to agree.
kids.
Yep, when she brings up my kids and
Yep.
she tells me
Trisha,
that our kids get found by gang members and crackheads, I do
Yeah.
snap, but I got to work on that. That's a me problem.
Yep.
I do work on that.
Trisha, you just
Yeah.
said that you think Corey is so much more disgusting than Laura.
That's my
I
opinion.
have to kind of say that's kind of equal there.
Well, that's your
because-
opinion, Trace, and that's fine. I'm just saying, for me, I think
I mean,
Corey's
what
way
Laura
grosser.
said about Randy's mom,
Yeah,
what
that
Laura
was bad.
said about
I'm not
Diane's
saying that wasn't
sister.
wrong, and I'm not saying that wasn't gross. But Corey, to me, Corey just
Yep.
goes way lower.
She does it every day. Where
Yeah.
Laura, will get
And then
reeled
Corey
in.
will get up there and cry, and we're all supposed to feel sorry for her. And the same time she's crying, she's telling Randy to go die, and she's going to shit on her grave. Like, how do you feel sorry for someone crying when the words are still coming out of their mouth, the nasty shit?
Oh, sorry.
For me, Trace, all I can do is work on me and not address Corey and not let her bother me. I can't control what Laura does. I can't control what you do. I can't control what Mandy does. I can only do it for me. That's all I can do. My channel won't be about bashing this one and bashing that one. I go on there to have fun and crack up. And that's usually what we do.
Yeah, of course, I still, we're all drama queens. If I'm sitting here saying, I'm never going to do this again, like I'm not even going to say that. I am trying to reel it in some because I don't want subscribers to be nervous to comment my chat because another creator might take what they said out of my chat and rail them on it. And I don't want to be that person that's doing that. You know what I mean? I'm
And
really
Sarah, I don't agree with that comment either, but that's just so sensitive for me. Like I have to log off and just leave YouTube when that shit is being talked about. I found my aunt and my cousin dead with a needle hanging out of their arm. I can't handle that shit.
Flower power.
So
I
Amber
agree with that.
Amber said, so at what point do we decide to stand together and make a change based on what we seem unacceptable behavior? And that's across the board.
Amen.
Because we have new people, pushing their way in, like that, Chupez character. A prime example, anyone who accepts him just because he makes an apology, takes back a strike, thanks the purple community, and then they all go over it. Oh, thank you. So you're going to let him come in with the vile things that he does? He's threatening someone now. Another person, he decided to go after a man this time. But he's calling him a self-admitted rapist. That's not his place to do that. I mean, when do we?
I think we start now. Like right
Flower
now.
power. I don't
start right
that-
now. Like I'll never accept Tupez. He will never get the time of day out of me. And I think he just needs to be completely ghosted. I don't care what he says, what he does, who he calls to his panel. If you notice that live he did, Diane, where he put your name in the title.
Yeah.
Look how many views he got on that. 1.7 or some shit.
Oh, of course.
It's just, he just needs to be ghosted by everyone.
I want to address flower power. Flower power. I don't forget all of that stuff. I don't forget it. I don't forget all of the horrible things. And as I'm sure that she doesn't forget things that she feels like I've said and done to her. Okay. I don't forget it. But at what point do I don't want to fight with the same people and the same things all the time. I don't know what, I know what she's done and she knows the things that I've said to her. I mean, I fought with her for 2 years. At some point, it has to stop.
Yeah, I agree. It's draining. It's exhausting to fight with the same person day in and day out. It is.
Yeah, it is.
And it makes it not even fun to come onto YouTube when you're doing that.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah, you're right, Carla Ray. He wants a reaction.
And
Just
he's
like
getting
Corey.
it.
Yeah, he is getting it.
Yeah, he is.
Corey
He is getting
too.
it.
Corey too. I say, I don't know how many people's in this chat right now, but if right now, right in this moment, we all agree to ghost both of them, then let's do it.
Hey, people can support whoever they want to support.
I mean,
definitely.
if we don't make them relevant, then what do they have?
You're right.
I'm just saying, if you don't feed something, it can't grow.
No, you're right. Yeah, I would never support junkie comments or putting a needle in your arm comments or talking about somebody's deceased sister or deceased mother. I would never support any of those comments. I would never support Tupaz.
Okay, but we're saying ghost them. We're saying ghost them, but we're only saying ghost Tupez and who else? Who else was we ghosting?
Corey.
No, I'm not saying just that, Corey.
Tupez and Corey. When other people say shit just as ornery.
Well, she said it though, and she has if you're talking about Laura, which I think you are, right?
Not just Laura.
Okay. Well, I don't know then. I mean, I think certain people say way worse shit than other people, and they have never apologized for anything that they've done. So they don't, that just shows me even more that they don't freaking care what comes out of their mouth.
But Ozzy Vic, I get that what you're saying, but when everybody was, people agreed to put their swords down, and people
you're never gonna get a group of people to ghost Laura. You're just not. She has
no.
You guys have a lot of the same subs, like.
Right, I love Dawn Marie. She's one that's in here. She's the one of my.
Listen, everybody has and something was absolutely misquoted. Wendy never went on the Truth Panel and said that Laura should get out of this community. That was never said. Everybody has their followers. Everybody is entitled to have a channel. Everybody likes one channel creator more than the other. Some share subs. So that was never said. Wendy would never say that.
And now that Laura knows that wasn't said, I'm sure I'll tell her too when I get off.
Well, it was never said because Wendy wouldn't do that. I mean, has Wendy gone hard at Laura? Absolutely. Yeah, that's the way Wendy is.
I'm just saying, if she knows that it wasn't said, then then she's not going to talk about it no more. Maybe
someone in her chat told her that, and that's the problem.
Yeah,
you have to ignore unless one of your people, your real close tight people, say something in your chat. To just read it and take it as fact. People have to stop doing that.
Yeah, I agree. That's a problem. I agree with that.
Okay, so no, wait, Lady K, that I even said that I would have worded it differently, but I agreed with what he was doing, but that's okay now. Like Smokey and everybody, we're all fine. I did say I would have worded it differently than what 180 said, but it worked. And 180 meant it from a good place. He didn't just say it like, go put a thing in your arm. I can't say it right now, but he didn't say that, and I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah.
I think it's hard for the subs when we follow you guys, right? And to you or to us, I'm sorry. There's only let's say right now there's only 4 of you. There's The Truth, there's TNT, there's Manda, and there's Diane. So in
You're welcome, Amber.
4 people that I watch. There's 4 people that I interact with on a basis every time you guys go live. And so for me, there's only that certain amount of people. So as a sub, I build a connection. I'm totally all your guys' best friends in my mind, just so you know. We do things together, right? So so I'm going to ride hard for that. When I just know across the board, ride hard for that. So when I see people hurting you guys, it builds up some kind of feeling, right? I feel some type of way. So as subscribers, that is so easy for us to get carried away on a wave of you know, how dare you hurt somebody that I take 2 hours every Tuesday and Friday away from my family and give that to myself, and I watch Diane and Wendy. Don't you dare come for them or Randy. But for you guys, there's thousands of us, right? Like literally, I can't see the sub count, but like in this live right now, there's thousands of us, and we're all different to you guys. So I'm not saying that y'all are gonna ride hard and in your minds, I'm your BFF and we go have pretend ice cream dates together, right? However, so you can't make us all happy. I get that. You have to do what makes yourself at the end of the night lay your head down and feel okay. So if you choose to go and say, fuck what all Laura did, I don't really care, it doesn't matter to me anymore, I have to come to a place where I can be okay with people, that's fine. But then you have all of us subs who really took offense to what she said and how she treated you, and when she drugged you, when she brought up your dead people and talked about this and that and all the other things. And we're still sitting here like reaming, like, okay, so where do we go now? Like, what do we do? And that doesn't mean that you have to go, well, because I have, 2,500 subs, I'm going to go ahead and continue to be an asshole to this person because my whole group of subs want me to. However, it's just a really shaky ground for us because we genuinely do love you guys, feel like we know you guys, and have, even gotten into fights between one another over it. And so I know that the blame falls a lot on some of the subs as well. Like I'm not going to go fight with Kimberly because she chooses to support the porch and I choose to support Diane or whatever. Okay. That's not what I'm trying to say, but it is sort of what I'm trying to say. Like, we also have to give grace to one another and grace to you guys as the content creators. But I'm just hoping that you guys as well can look at it from our point when y'all have decided to, to make amends and just decide to just not bring up anymore and to just live peacefully. And then bam, there's somebody on a stream and you're like, dude, they just told her to go kill herself a week ago. I'm not about that. You see what I'm saying?
No, I do. But also remember that as channel holders, we also are subscribers. So, we get the same feeling from other channel holders. And we, sometimes we'll scratch our head as well. But I do understand. And listen, I don't ever want any one of my subscribers that come to my channel to think that they can't go where they want to. They can go wherever they want to. I think Amber made the best point about like where do we draw the line, and when we do see people that have what she felt accepted behaviors of different people, we wonder about, and I think we touched a little bit about this on Jenny Jen Jen channel, and some people took it personal, and we didn't mean to even do that. We were talking about what is loyalty. What is loyalty to you? So I think we were talking more about, that fact that if you're going to you're going to run away when somebody is talking shit on you, on somebody that's in your circle, instead of saying something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I get it.
it's hard.
I get it because I'm also I'm more than anything, I'm a subscriber.
Exactly. We're all subscribers.
I get it. I do get it. There's no matter what you do, it feels like somebody's gonna be mad at you or upset with you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I agree. I think that's right. It's hard for us to win, but I do understand from Brooke's point of view. I do.
Yeah, I get it too. I do understand what she's saying, and I totally listened and took it in, and I do get what she's saying.
Yeah, it's hard.
Okay, well, everybody keeps saying, do something fun, do something fun. I'm going to give you a perfect example. I had a game night the other night where we had fun. We honored Ziggy. We made a couple bucks. We're going to forward it to a non-kill animal shelter. You know how many people showed up in that live? Less than 100. You know how many people are in this live?
I'm sorry.
Over 300.
Yep.
Well,
That's
I
just how it goes. I mean,
that is how
everyone.
it goes. Mhm.
Yep, that's just how it goes. I did a live yesterday. Didn't drag anybody. Didn't really talk too much shit. There was 100 people probably throughout the whole thing. That's it. If I get up there and drag somebody, there's 300 or 400 people in there. That's just the way it goes.
Yeah, I mean, I did a live and it was non-drama about a couple different things. Even when I announced my channel being demonetized and all that, there was like 40 people in there. But if I do drama, 200 easy,
Yep.
100.
Oh, absolutely. But you know what? You know, last year when I did, you know, Christmas and, you know, every year I do a Christmas thing and we have, you know, some kind of thing going on, a contest or whatever, and Santa Claus shows up. And it's completely no drama. We get a lot of people to come, and I'm hoping, what I'm hoping for is because I want to really do this community helping families who need help during the holidays. I was kind of hoping that as a community, as a whole,
Hey,
that we could
Dova.
all get involved in that and just put our differences aside, whatever they might be,
And
to try to help some families, you know?
and truth, like that live too, that goes back to, you know, quality over quantity. If you've got 100 decent people in there, freaking roll with it. Like, who cares?
Oh, and I did, and we had a blast.
Right.
I was just
So
proving a point that in this community, that if
Yeah.
you're dragging somebody or you're speaking poorly of somebody,
yeah,
your chat will get 300-400 people. If
Yeah.
you're trying to do something not dragging people,
Mhm.
then
Yeah.
you know you're lucky to drag. You know you're lucky
And
to
I
get
agree
100.
that sucks. I agree that sucks. That's just how it is.
Yeah.
Somebody's echoing,
It's me, sorry.
but I guess there's just always going to be things that we don't agree on. I mean, especially me and Trisha. But because that's we butted heads for a long time.
I think you're my
But
long lost aunt, Trace. You
well,
remind
that
me a
beats
lot of one of
being your
my
grumpy grandpa.
I would never call you that. I've never called you that. I don't think you're a grumpy grandpa. I think you have an
And I'm
opinion.
sorry that
I
anybody
think you have
spoke
an
about.
opinion and you want to be able to express it, and that's fine. Just please just have the whole story or have the right screenshots, because that song lyrics, you definitely didn't have any of my screenshots. You had Detroit's, but you were calling me out on it, which is
No, and
it's
I only
whatever.
called you out because it was your panel.
I know. It's fine. I know. I'm not upset about it. But I'm gonna hop down.
Brooke,
Thanks for letting me up. Thanks for, you know, talking to me and you know,
no problem.
trying to get some
Brooke, you got
stuff worked
anything to
out.
add? Thanks, TNT.
Thanks. See you guys
No.
later.
Well,
Brooke, you had dropped off, and
another.
I did take what you said, you know, in the chat. I am listening. I don't know what the solution is. I'm just a subscriber when it comes down to it too, you know? Like, I'm in way more chats watching than I go live. I don't know what the answer is.
Jojo, I'm getting ready to shut down, sweetie. Well, I guess it just comes down to your own personal conscience. If you can live with what you say, then you know it is what it is. But another creator just went live because their name got mentioned. So let's see how many people run over there and tell her how wrong she is when she starts dragging people over here.
And that was my whole point when I asked for a link, is just I just feel like everybody's like has it out for Tracy right now, and I think she's pretty great for standing up for what she believes in and the type of direction she's taking her channel. And I get it, we can't be everywhere all the time and see all of the lives and, you know, make our little notebooks, you know, line up before we come live. So maybe just a little bit of grace on her part. I mean, if she's not blatantly putting out like wrong information, maybe just give a little bit of grace to her to have her say and to speak on it how she wants. You know, that would be really nice for all of us to do.
But
And by the way, Laura, since you don't watch me, but I know you're listening, I didn't bring you up. The chat did. Okay. But I hear she's over there calling Diana liar. So that's between Diana and Laura.
Look, she made a community post about me, calling me, saying that I made myself look like I don't know, an ass or something last night, talking about the loophole on copyright thing. What? Yeah, a dumbass is what she called me, to be exact.
Just tell her thanks. You took one for her team and you made yourself look like an ass, so she didn't have to for once.
Whatever. I mean, I can't with her. That's why I try not to. I really do try not to mess with her. I just did not appreciate what she did with the. She knows what she did and she knows why she did it. I don't care how many ways she twists it and turns it, because I don't think she would have cared if I called someone the C word. I just think that she, I really do feel like Laura likes to hurt people, period. I feel like she has no empathy at all. That's my opinion.
That's okay, Jojo. We'll do it again some other time. Actually, I'm going to shut this down so
Thanks for
everybody can
having
run
me.
over. No
Thanks for
problem,
having me.
Amanda. Brooke,
Bye-bye.
I really appreciate everything that you said because it really makes a lot of sense. I think you're a good sub. I think you're very kind in chats. I'm going to try to figure out how to get your main count unblocked. When I type in Brooke, I get so many, but I'm going to try to find your main account.
Well, and it's okay. I can, when I come into your chat, I can just use my backup, which, like I said, it's the same thing. It just has an R at the end of it. But
I can tell you how to do it, Brooke.
Huh?
Message me.
Okay.
Message me with the URL to your main channel, and then I'll give it to Tracy, and then she just needs to go to the channel and unblock you from there, so she doesn't have to go through her list. Okay,
Yay. Awesome.
that's the easiest way to do it.
Cool. Thank you, Tracy. I love you and I support you, and I want you to keep on, okay?
Thank you for coming up.
love being here.
All right, Diane,
Okay.
good luck
Yes.
with what's going on over there.
Yeah, I don't really care. I'm not even going to watch. I have things to do anyway. Brooke, I love you, and send me that off so I can get it to Tracy.
Okay, I'll email it to you right now.
Yeah, email it to me.
Thank you, Brooke.
Okay,
I gotta figure out dinner.
Have a good day, guys.
You too.
I gotta figure out dinner and what's wrong with my lollipop, because she is just not feeling good and I don't want to do another vet visit. So I'm gonna try to take care of her. I appreciate everybody coming in. I appreciate your support. Thank you, Pepper, for the super chat. As soon as the money comes in, I will be posting on my community post where it went, which no kill shelter went. The money we raised for Ziggy. It wasn't much, but every little bit counts. So Ash is going shopping. Screw the dumb stuff. Good for you, Ash. Get something good for yourself. You deserve it. Everybody try to have a good day. And I'll see you around the tubes.